Yo. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to be back, baby. Shouts out to everybody out there in the chat right now. You already know what it is. You better turn the fuck up. It's TGI motherfucking Friday. I done had all 4 motherfucking Wisdom 2 pulled out earlier this week. I couldn't even fucking talk, but I'm back, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Hey. TGIF. Let's go. Yeah. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Yes, sir. Hey, hey. Let's go, let's go. We got a lot to get into, man. We got a lot to get into, baby. We got a lot to get into. Hey, TGIF. Let's go. Shouts out to Jack Daniels in the motherfucking building, baby. Shouts out to Jack Daniels. Yeah. I'm back. Hey. I couldn't even talk a couple days ago, baby. Yeah. 4 wisdom teeth pulled out of my motherfucking mouth earlier this week, baby. Whew. All right, guys. All right. Hold on. Let's go. I don't want to waste too much time. Hold on. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Shouts out to everybody out there in the motherfucking internet land, baby. We back, baby. I told you I was coming back. Pause. I tried to keep you guys updated all the way up into this point. As you notice, we didn't do any lives this week. This is the first live of this week, even though a lot of shit was going down. But like I said, on Monday, I already knew I had surgery to get 4 wisdom teeth out, so I don't have to keep going back there as a lot of us have and doing multiple surgeries. I've been on motherfucking ibuprofen. I've been on motherfucking amoxicillin. I've been on motherfucking codone, whatever the fuck that shit is. That shit don't work because I smoke too much weed, baby. The oxycodone don't even work, baby. So I stopped taking that shit. So I was happy and proud of myself that I am not dependent on any of those goddamn drugs because I get high off marijuana any goddamn way. Shouts out to everybody out there. I'm back. I couldn't even talk. I was bleeding all down my shirt, baby. I was bleeding all down my pillowcases. I gotta throw pillowcases out. I gotta throw motherfucking I gotta bleach some sheets and blankets and all type of shit like that. You know what? I can't agree to that. I said, hey, I can't say that on the internet because we don't want to go to federal prison, do we? We don't want to do that. But I do want to let you guys know that your boy is back. And yes, it was a difficult week. I couldn't, you know what? I feel like, just real quick, I feel like the most difficult thing when it comes to getting your wisdom teeth pulled, as I experienced this week, the most difficult thing that I experienced, outside of just bleeding relentlessly, I said, damn, boy, I'm about to pass the fuck out. I'm blessed so damn much, is the fact that I couldn't stand eating mashed potatoes. I've never eaten that much mashed potatoes and fucking broth soup in my life than I have this week after I got my wisdom teeth pulled. But you know what though? Luckily for me, I want to give a special shout out to I can't really call the name because them motherfuckers would be stalking me over there and shit. But I do want to just say the oral surgeon that I seen did stitch your boy's mouth up real good. He stitched me up real good, so I don't have to worry too much. As long as I did everything I was supposed to, I couldn't smoke no weed, baby. I couldn't smoke no cigarettes, no nothing, baby. I couldn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's good. It's good. We don't encourage drugs and alcohol and shit over here. But what I am saying, well, I guess alcohol, but outside of that, I hated eating mashed potatoes. I felt like I was 80. You know how starving, bro. This morning it was my first time being able to eat a small little chicken biscuit, like a soft ass chicken biscuit, because I don't eat pork, I don't eat beef. You know what I'm saying? I had this small little chicken biscuit this morning, man, and it was the best thing I ever had in my life. You know what I'm saying? I had some beef stew, some cheap ass beef stew, not beef stew, what the fuck am I talking about? Chicken noodle soup. Um and the shit was it was like it didn't it was delicious. The chicken noodle soup was delicious. Shouts out to everybody out there who's ever experienced the goddamn getting their wisdom teeth pulled. Most craziest part, it wasn't even the pain. I didn't even experience a lot of pain. But you know what though? I'm back. I just couldn't talk my shit. I didn't want to get up here and risk bleeding all over the goddamn live, and then y'all thinking that I was something wrong with me, or y'all probably thought some people have messaged me in the inbox. Shouts out to everybody who messaged me, checking up on me in the inbox as well, just making sure Diddy didn't come and kill me. I was concerned when they told me they had to put me under, because they put the shit in my veins and the anesthesia in my veins, and I passed out. Never done that before. I thought Diddy had came to kill me. Yeah, yeah, you know what? I had this other shit. Shouts out to Pecan Tan 1963 said gargle with peroxide. I do thank you so much, and also says prayer for healing. Thank you so much, man. Listen, I'm blessed to even be here and be able to talk like I'm talking right now. So thank you so much for all the prayers and thoughts, all the people that hit me up in the inbox, making sure that Diddy didn't somehow break out of jail and slide up into the damn neighborhood and take me out of here, man. So shouts out. But you know what though? We got to get to some stuff that's outside of me, man. I want to go ahead and first get to you guys and say TGIF, man. How's everybody doing? I see a lot of people in the chat. Yes, I have this stuff they gave me. It's fuck. You know that medicated shit from CVS with all the oxy and all that shit they gave me. They gave me this special mouth rinse that works a little better, but I have been using salt as well. Like earlier in the process, when I was really trying to stop the bleeding and make sure that the clotting formed and stuff, when it was to the point where I didn't even know I had stitches in my mouth. I was bleeding so goddamn much. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh shit, I'm gonna die. Oh Lord. But I later, after some of the scar tissue and some of the fucking some of the scar tissue had removed itself naturally and stuff like that, safely, from on top of the stitches that formed to help start the clotting and so forth. And we can get into all that, but this is not what this podcast is about. But thank God I'm here. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF. But we got some things. You guys are more important than I am. That's why I wanted to make sure I get back here on Friday, man. I want to make sure that I send you guys off into the weekend the proper way, as we always do. But I want to make sure that I cover everything that done happened this week. Because, the last time that I was actually on live was last week, not this week. Even though I gave you guys a lot of the things, I took the time out to do a couple more memes. I took the time out to chop down some more of the older footage that we had leading into this year that had other people that was participating. So like I said, this is totally interactive. So when you participate, like all my people that I speak to and speak back to me in the live, I want to let you know that you are a part of the lives. You are going to be a part of the breakdowns, the reels. When I do my editing and then repost these clips on these topics, that's where the magic happens, baby. That's when you can get your shine on with your ideas heard, and we can put you out there as well. As you can see in a lot of the reels, you'll get the music behind you. We get to talking. I shout you out and so forth. So that's how TV works, baby. We get a little bit of TV editing going on. We get a little bit of live going on. So just count. Don't be afraid when we do these lives and you participate. Don't be afraid. Want to know why? Because this is just count this as a practice. Count this as a practice. You know what I'm saying? We all in this together, man. Exactly. Thank you so much, Jones Sounds. Man, Jones Sounds, man. Shouts out to Jones Sound, man. If nobody else, Shouts out to Pecan Tan 1963, of course, giving me all this good advice as well. And I'm going to keep following these advice from you and others as well, and including, of course, my medical staff that's out there. Shouts out to them as well. But I want to go ahead, like I said, this ain't just about me, baby. This is about y'all. So make sure if you're not following Pecan Tan 1963 from Pensacola, Florida, that got all that damn snow out there. Yeah, that's crazy. It's cold as fuck. You know, I'm in Tampa, so it's so crazy because we got some cold ass, rain and whatnot. It's cold as fuck outside. That's why I got this hat on right now. It's cold as fuck outside, and I keep my hair cut, so I'm not trying to get sick. Especially when I'm still healing. That's why I want to make sure I keep my head warm. And I got to go to work later, man. It's gonna be my first day going back to work too. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I work a damn job. I'm a whole manager, baby. Ain't that crazy? Wouldn't you love for me to be your manager at your job? I'm a whole fucking manager when I go to damn work. And we have a good fucking time. Shouts out to everybody out there in the chat. It's funny though, real quick. I know I have ADD and I get sidetracked. But like I said, I'm a manager, so it's funny when we be talking shit to each other at work, and they be like, some people, they said, man, you talk all damn day. And I said, well, shit. I said, first of all, we're all in customer service any damn way. So we get paid to talk. If you don't talk and if you're scared to talk, shame on you, shouldn't be here. Second of all, God damn it, baby. I do podcasts every day, baby, where I talk to beautiful people around the world, baby. So if you think I'm going to come to work and not talk after I've been warming up all day long, you're fucking nuts. And you know what it is. Shouts out to everybody out there, but shouts out to everybody from my job somewhere, somehow that follows. It is what it is. But like I said, if you don't follow Jones Sounds right now, you need to take your ass over there and follow Jones Sounds. You need to follow Pecan Tan 1963. You need to follow High C 215. I already know 215. So speaking of 215, Fly Eagles Fly, baby. We got EAGLES Eagles. And I don't mess that up like the mayor of Philadelphia. I'm not messing that up, baby. We getting that in, baby. Shouts out to everybody from Philadelphia this weekend. We got a big game, but we're going to get to that later. Because as much as I love my Eagles and as much as I love football, sports in general, we got to cover more stuff, baby. But I want to make sure that I shout everybody out there, man. I appreciate you. High C215 says you keep me laughing. Said, man, you know what? Thank you guys, man. You guys keep me going. Therefore, I work for you. Therefore, you ain't never got to worry about it. I'm never going to leave anybody out. Shouts out to Corey Dwayne over there on Facebook as well. And don't forget, if you're over there on Facebook, everything pops up that you say on the screen as well. So shouts out to all my people on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, all at the same damn time. And I'm so excited because I've been off all week. But I'm not, don't worry about it. I got a couple more hours here. So we got some time, but I know I talk a long goddamn time. So we're going to go ahead and get some shout outs into all my people that come in on every day. So I want to make sure I didn't see you all week. So I want to go ahead and tell you I love you. I love everybody here, man. Like I said, if you're not following these people that you see on the screen that show up every day and show love, baby, please go follow these people, man. They've helped me. So whenever people say, how do you come up with these things? These beautiful people you see that participate in these lives and these reels, you've heard Corey Dwayne's name in a lot of reels that I posted because, like I said, you guys are all a part of it. Shouts out to Cheyenne Levy over there as well. You hear these names all the time. You probably just don't realize it. These people are a part of this fucking podcast. And if it weren't for them, this show wouldn't be as great as it was. If it wasn't for you guys, the show wouldn't be shit. It would just be me up here talking, which I don't mind because I talk a lot. But it's okay because getting that insight and exchanging information and ideas is what it's all about, baby. Cheyenne Levy says, shout out to you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Antigua in the building. You already know what it is. Hey, listen. I already tell y'all around the world, baby. Hey, listen, around the world right now, we need to all get together. We got to band together because, like I said, we're going to get into some stuff. But I feel like right now it's a good time to tell y'all bright and early right now that it's a time to come together. It's a time to come together, and I'm going to segue that into the first topic that I already have on the screen. I just haven't shared it with you yet. Good to see you, bro. It's what Cheyenne Levy has said over there. Good to see you guys as well. Much love and respect to you, bro. I appreciate you and love and respect back to you guys as well, man. I'm not doing. Hey, listen. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I don't get sick too with this because I lost a lot of blood, man. So I've been like, oh my God, I gotta make sure I take my antibiotics and make sure I get my levels, my immune system back healthy as well. Because I don't take man-made drugs at all. I just take well, except for marijuana. You know what I'm saying? We just they doing that, but it's a herb, baby. Shouts out to Bob Marley said it is a thinking plant. It is a thinking drug. Anyway, shouts out to everybody in the chat right now, man. Let's see. Who else we got? Jones Sound says salute. High C215 out there says yes. Go Birds. You already know I'm pulling for the Eagles. My team will be better. Pecan 10 1963 says, what's your team, man? What's your team? Put your team in the chat. Now, if your team ain't playing this weekend, go ahead and put them in the chat. Might as well go ahead and put it out there right now. Pause. Corey Dwayne says, man, bro, sad day in Memphis about a week and a half ago. Project Pat. Oh, yeah. Listen, I got that. We're going to get to that, Corey Dwayne. We're going to get to that. You know what? Fuck it. You know, I was going to start off with some Donald Trump shit. You know how it would go. We got to talk about what the world is talking about. But you know what? Because Corey Dwayne comes here every day, and because he lives in one of my favorite places that I've never been to before, and because we're going to be talking about one of my favorite rappers and favorite rap groups and everything, Pecan 10 says New England is his team. And I see why it took you so long to say that, you know, but we're going to, I can see it in your profile now. Hey, man, appreciate that Super Bowl, baby. Hey, listen, appreciate that Super Bowl, baby. Hey, shouts out to all you New England fans out there, man. I know it's rough, man. It's rough right now. Y'all ain't used to losing like this since y'all had Drew Bledsoe. But y'all, boy, when y'all had Drew Bledsoe, boy, Vinny Testaverde. That's Jets. That's Jets history. I think Testaverde. I don't know if he was there. I think he was more in the Jets than the Cowboys. Testaverde was anyway. Shots out. Hey, let's go into this right now. Okay, we got more. Hey, listen, I don't want to leave nobody out. Praying for LA is what High C215 says, and you already know we still praying for LA. We still praying for Louisiana. We still praying for everyone right now. But you know what? Hold on, make sure. D Missy 86, that's the year I was born. I'm old as fuck too. Shouts out to you as well. We both old, but we young, baby. I'm new to your channel from Los Angeles. Hey man, we're praying for you for sure. Listen, I've said this multiple times. One thing about this platform is, man, we joke, we have a good time on this live every single Monday through Friday. But you know what? Anytime there's hurt going on with people in the world, my heart goes out to them. And unfortunately, yes, I'm getting my shout outs in right now because I love y'all that much. And I get excited to be able to even talk to y'all because I couldn't talk all fucking week recovering. But you know what though, man? It's a sad day out here right now. It's a sad day for all because at the end of the day, it don't matter who you wanted to win. It's the fact that even though your person, I don't have a political side, but it don't matter if your person won the election, right? There's a lot of people that lost the election. Even though it don't matter if you celebrate the man or not. Because I feel like you should celebrate anybody who won, regardless. They do some fucked up shit, we'll deal with them. But they won. Ain't nothing you could do, right? That's just me. I'm an independent. But what I will say is, even though when the celebration for those people go down, you got to still remain a human and care about other people. It can't be a thing where politics and your own selfishness oversees everything else. And I think that's just where we are right now. I feel like no matter what, I feel like people get mad even for people who are happy or who don't give a damn that this person won. I feel like they still get mad because you don't hate other people. That's the vibe I'm getting in this country right now. It's the fact that but we'll get into that because right now let me go ahead and I got my third screen up today because I wanted to make sure today that I was able to get all this stuff up here. I wanted to make sure I started clearing up my view better. And let's see, where's my dog at? There we go. Yeah, okay. So let me go ahead and get into this right now, man. Shouts out to everybody in the chat right now. I do see you. I think I covered everybody. And also right now, just for the beginning. But Corey Dwayne, I didn't take you off the screen because we're going to get into this right now, okay? We're going to get into this right now, and then we'll get into the other stuff. So So let's go ahead and do this right now. All right. So right now, just like Core Dwayne says, it's a sad day in Memphis. About a week and a half ago, Project Pat's son got shot and killed at the park. And he said prayers up, which obviously from this platform to Project Pat, obviously he's one of my favorite rappers of all time. He's a member of one of my favorite, if not my favorite rap groups of all time. And I'm not even from Memphis. I'm from Philadelphia. I grew up listening to State Property, Rockefeller, all that shit, bro. I grew up listening to all that shit. Bone Thugs. I bought 1999, the little tape cassette. I had all that shit. I had all this stuff. Fucking Rough Riders. I grew up with all that. Outkast, you name it, right? But I've always listened to 3-6. That would be like one of my few. That would be like you still to this day can't tell me nothing when 3-6 Mafia come on. If you knew me, all my day one people that know me back when I was young, they knew 3-6 Mafia. You couldn't tell me shit about it. Shouts out to everybody in South Carolina as well, man. But yeah. So his son apparently, according to the reports, and yeah, I get my news off the internet just like y'all. Who gives a fuck? Patrick Houston Jr. was fatally shot in a Imogen. Did I'm saying it right? Imogen Heights on January 10th near Ketchum Road, which is weird. They call a road that name in the first place. Ketchum Road, or Keachum Road. Maybe it's Keachum, like Meacham. All right, whatever. And Long Street. Memphis police confirmed he died at the scene. As of January 23, no details about the shooter have been released. Our condolences go out to Project Pat and his family during this difficult time. And of course, I posted right there. You know, I'm always at the top of these goddamn things here because, you know, I see these things days in advance. You know what I'm saying? So 19 hours ago, I said this. And this is why I love being able to pull this up. And the algorithm always throws people with high engagement on posts all the way towards the top. That's why you see me up there. So what I said was, the devil has come back for another sacrifice. Praying for my brother. You can leave the game, but the game never leaves you. Even if you join the church and change your life. We have seen this too many times. My favorite rap group of all time, but they were worshiping the devil, not even on some play shit either. Facts. That was my response on that post when I saw it. Well, hold on. We got somebody? There you go. Okay, bet. High C25 says he's out, man. Hey, have a blessed day, man. Hey, you already know what it is. I'm gonna say your name if you haven't followed High C215. Please go follow. Don't forget to catch my Eagle Talk. But like I said, when you have to leave a stuff, don't worry about it as well, because I always post this stuff later. All right. But like I said, dealing with the rap game and all the stuff that comes with it, man. Like I get it. We never want to wish these things on anybody. We've seen these things too many times. It doesn't mean you don't even have to be a celebrity, right? But when you dedicated so much time to the game and so much evil spirit of the game, no matter what game it is, bro, sometimes it comes back. All the roosters come back to fucking roost or whatever fuck they shit called. Chickens come home to roosters, whatever, right? And we love our brother Project Pat. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said before we even get into the other stuff, we'll go ahead and just get right to the point. Because at the end of the day, it's not a secret that my guys' name of the rap group, it was demonic. 3-6 Mafia is literally, now some people speculate about, oh, do rappers worship the devil? Do the industry worship the devil? No. If you ever listen to Country Black, Juicy J, 3-6 Mafia in its whole entirety, I don't care if it's Killer Clown Posse that they had, all them dudes, bro, or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, I think it's Killer Clown Posse. Lil White, all them dudes, man. Lil Chat, any goddamn body. Gangsta Boo, you name it. It was all about drugs. It was all about pimping. It was all about devil worship, and it was about, it don't matter. Like it was really like that. You know, so unfortunately, man, I'm not saying that, you know, if you don't believe in that type of stuff, cool. But I will say that sometimes when you give too much energy, including your soul to something, sometimes it gets hungry. You got to feed those demons, man. That's one thing they don't tell people when they get involved with this stuff. They don't tell people this stuff, man, because everybody wants to see a character that they've seen on TV. You know, one thing about, I always tell people, one thing about the devil, be careful when you summon the devil so many times. Because see, a lot of people always believe, and this ain't a religious podcast, but I'm spiritual, bro. So I'm spiritually led. So it don't matter. I'm not a priest and I don't go to church. I'm spiritually led, man. But if the spirit's telling me to just keep telling people, listen, the devil is not, he will not come in the form. He will not come in the form that you think. The cartoon, the red body, the horns coming up, being very obvious. You know who the devil comes in the form of? The devil comes in the form of the people that's close to you. The devil comes in the form of the people that are close to you, the things that you want the most, your deepest desires, because those are the times when you really want those things that you are willing to do anything, and you're willing to summon any type of spirit to get to that level, and you don't know what type of spirits you are summoning. That's why I always tell people, man, it's one thing to say that you pray. It's one thing to say that you wish and all that stuff. But be careful of who you think you're praying to, of what energy. And even if you just take it out of the spiritual and say it's just energy, because a lot of people want to try to fight you because it ain't according to the Bible. I'm talking about if you believe the Bible and you believe in energy, you believe in spirituality, you believe in other forms than the shit you reading in the goddamn Bible. Because we can get to the Bible later on because we got to talk about the Bible. But like I was saying, bro, like I was saying, we gotta be careful, man. When we get into these and when we associate with these entities and we go out of our way so many years. This man been to prison. This man tried to change his life. This man became a preacher and everything, gave his life to Christ supposedly, and then something like this happened. And also too, I came back in there to say to commenting on there as well, but I don't see it. But I remember what I said. I also said that what Project Pat needs to do, and I'm gonna end this topic right here. What Project Pat needs to do, he needs to reach out to the other fathers. Reach out to the other fathers out there who have lost people. Reach out to the other people that have the fathers out there, the mothers out there who who feel like they were going to give up if they lost their child, but they kept going. Like Gilly the kid. People who have just recently lost their kids. Other people that have lost people. People who are still standing for something after a loss like this. Because what happens is and like I said, the devil comes in many forms, and most of the time it's in the forms of things that you desire the most. Most of the time the devil will come as people you know and are really close to you. And I say that to say this, even in this situation, you might say, well, the closest person to him is his son, and his son is gone. But see, here's how the thing goes. When we're talking about spiritual warfare and spiritual manipulation, you have to break things down. Now, why would the devil come as a person that is deceased? It's not necessarily coming as his son. It's coming as the situation, because sometimes the devil don't come as a physical person, because like I said, if you believe in the spiritual realm and spiritual warfare, then you have to understand that the devil comes as a storm sometimes. The devil will come as a situation or a scenario sometimes that he wants you to make a choice. Because if you say you believe the Bible like you say you do, then you'll also believe in freedom of choice. You'll believe in free will. You'll believe that sometimes life is predicated on decision making. And that's something that I always tell people all the time. Life is predicated on decision making. Sometimes the devil or God will come to you as a decision. And because we are blessed with the decisions of free will, sometimes it'll come as a fork in the road, and it's up to us to make the right decision. Now, Gilly the kid lost his son, and he could have said, fuck this whole $1 million worth of game. He could have said, fuck Wallow. He could have said, fuck everything that they done built and everything that they done work for. And he could have went out there and he could have seek revenge. He was broken. Parents get broken when they lose children, or anyone gets broken. Sometimes they lose their family members. And sometimes we don't think right. We don't think clearly. So the first thing that we want to do sometime is go out and hurt someone or hurt ourselves. You know what I'm talking about? And that's not the way to go, baby. Shouts out to everybody in the chat right now, man. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Hey, shouts out to everybody in the chat, man. Anthony Gaden says, much love from 228. Corey Dwayne said, yeah, that's right. Corey Dwayne says it's facts. Also, Shannon says stats, bro. Also, Corey Wayne says we are held accountable for everything that we say. Exactly, bro. Don't invoke those spirits, man. That's why if we go over here to Instagram, PK and Tan says the devil is busy. Says amen. Also, it says choices. Amen. Also, exactly. Jones Sound says louder, baby, because at the end of the day, that's the facts. So many of our young people, you won't know why we lose a lot of our young people, ladies and gentlemen, is because we don't have conversations. And I know people probably get tired of me talking about the young people, but I don't get tired of talking about the young people because the young people are the future. And if the young people, the only way that we're going to change anything is that we change the young people first. The same way that the opposition changes their young people. If they want young people to grow up and hate other people, if they want young people to grow up being oppressors, then they start young. We need to start young. We need to change the narrative and change the way people think. We need to not force a church building and a church, just a church ideology. We need to just invoke change, invoke thought, provoke thought and thinking in the times before you make the mistake. How about we make change before we make the mistake? Right now would be a great time for people to come out and say, man, it's Project Pat Band. We are with you. Project Pat, anybody from Memphis like Corey Dwayne and other people, if you under the sound of my voice, I want to let you know this platform is with you. Louisiana, from the shit that dumbass did earlier this year, I want you to know we with you. The people in LA with the fires and things like that. And I know that the storm is great right now. I want to let you guys know that that people are out here with you. I think if we just let the veterans out here that are thinking about going crazy on this administration and doing things and retaliating that could hurt other people outside of the real opposition, I want to let you know that we are here with you. And these are the types of things that we can change amongst ourselves. So right now, before exactly choices, just like his album, how ironic is it that right now, remember the 3-6 Mafia's album name was Choices. I think they had choices 1, 2, potentially 3 choice albums. Choice. Now it's like I said, sometimes God will come to you, the universal spirit, whatever you want, the creator is what I say, because I don't get into what man said. I get into what I've seen and when I feel and what talks to me when I wake up. And what I want to say that the one thing about the creator, the universal laws, it will come to you and it's a scenario. It'll revisit you from choices you made. How ironic that someone would be in a position right now of a heavy choice. Do I leave the pulpit where I can save people, where I was hurting so many people before because I worshiped the devil and stuff like that, and drugs and alcohol and prostitution and so forth, and not uplifting my women and talking about beating them and slapping them because they ain't had the money? Or do I leave that pulpit where I now can save lives and souls, and do I go out there and take lives and hurt souls? And the decision comes to a choice. So it's so ironic that the spirit will bring you right back to a choice, Project Pat. And I know I'm not a preacher. I'm just telling you what I'm spiritually led to say. And I don't know what that means, but my whole life brought me right here to say, Project Pat, you got a choice. Do not leave what God has for you so that it can take, so that the devil can take what's left from you. And I'll tell that to anybody. Use these situations and choices at your advantage. Don't leave what the God that you serve or whatever you believe in has for you. Don't leave that behind so that you can go out there and make a bad choice and the devil take what's left of you. You have power. As long as you wake up every single day, you have a choice. Shouts out to 3-6 Mafia. Shouts out to Project Pat. Shouts out to Memphis right now. We lost young Dolph from the choices those young men could have made not to go there and do that day. We lost young Dolph because young Dolph wanted to make sure that we knew that he was safe no matter where he went. And even though we tried to tell young Dolph for many years, please, young Dolph, stop driving around like that in that car, because even though we love you and people love you around the world, young Dolph, there are some people the devil still wants to see you fail. And the first chance that the devil will get, he will get you here on this planet Earth that the devil runs free on, young Dolph. These are the people that we lose. Project Pat, dude, the choices you have right now, you've made the first great choice. Now make the second great choice, just like the second choices album. Here's your second choice, Project Pat, and you have a choice now to keep saving souls and lives and use what you've been through, the storm you've been through, to now help other people be more accountable and also make better choices. That's the third choice, Project Pat. That should be your final choice album, Project Pat. I had a choice to leave what God had for me, but instead I stayed. I stayed. Gilly stayed, and look where he at now. Project Pat stayed. Project Pat is one of the most humble people. I don't care what you say. Project Pat is one of the nicest people you ever meet in your goddamn life. Project Pat is one of the nicest people you'll meet in your goddamn life. Don't let the devil turn you into what the devil wanted you to be. And I'm going to leave that right there, man. Shouts out to everybody in the chat right now, man. Sometimes I be, sometimes, like I said, I'm spiritually led, man. I don't just make this shit up on the fly. This is shit that comes to my mind as I'm fucking breathing. Shouts out to Pete Cam, 1963. So I love working with my juveniles. I don't sugarcoat with them. You can't. You got to let them know out there what's really out there. Don't give it up. Don't pause. Don't give up what you've been blessed with. Don't give it up, man. Don't give it up. Don't get spiritually weak to where you give up your blessing to feed those demons. Because remember, those demons want to be fed. Man, the demons will take everything from you. Like when my parents died back-to-back years. You know what I'm saying? 2016, lost my mother. 2017, lost my dad. I thought it was over with. Then my children's mother and I, we split up. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was going to lose everything that I had left. I was homeless before. I've been homeless before. I've been homeless multiple times before. But you know what I tell people? Is the fact that I woke up every single day and I gave it all back to the universe in a positive manner. I could have went out there when I was homeless. I could have felt like, oh my God. I used to sing. I used to do R&B and travel around. Y'all have heard that story before, man. That's why I always tell you I'm thankful. And people that know me and speak to me every day, they know it. When they ask me how I'm doing, I'm going to say I'm blessed, regardless of how I'm feeling. Because I know that me telling you that I'm blessed is not that I'm lying, I'm telling the truth, but I know there's more power in speech that way. If I could show people that even though you think that I'm going to tell you that I'm down and out, even though I might feel a little down and out, I still know that I'm blessed. And the fact that I acknowledge that I'm blessed, it means that you should acknowledge that you're blessed. If you believe that you were going to hear something that, even if you don't mean me no well, if you don't mean me any well at all, and you just want to hear somebody say, oh, man, I'm going through it. I never do that. Never do that. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Exactly. Your testimony, as PCAN 1963 over there on Instagram says, man, your testimony will help someone. Your testimony will help someone, and God is pleased when you could touch one. Let me tell you something, y'all. I've been doing this podcast for a long time and so forth. But and I felt like, I was just telling somebody the other day, I felt like many times that, should I just be, it's like I tell the trolls out there, they want to troll all of us out there. That is a sign of someone who gave up. Anytime you see a troll, it means they gave up on their own shit, because all of us have content built in us. All of us have something special about us, special qualities, a story to tell. But I feel bad for trolls because trolls, you can tell the trolls give up. They want to be anonymous. So they don't want to be seen. They don't want the credit for the things that they say. They don't want to be seen, so their page is private. Then they don't grow their followers because no one can resonate with them or relate with them because they don't show themselves as being real. But sometimes in life, I still gotta tell trolls, man, you're welcome. If you need help, just speak up. If you want help grow on your page, don't be a troll, speak up, because you don't want to give up on what God or the universe has blessed you to be. We want to know who you are. That's what social media is all about. If we need to know if there's more people out there that want to do good. And that's the problem. We got good people out there that's scared and want to hide behind private pages and stuff like that. But what we really need to do is be out here expressing ourselves individually. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody in the chat right now. Of course, Sean Levy said, I agree with you, and I agree. Listen here. And then also Kevin Day says Virginia Beach in the building. Shouts out to everybody in Virginia Beach, man. Shouts out to Jones Sounds over there, man. Shouts out to everybody on PK 1963 as well, man. Your testimony, bro. Like I said, this on Fridays, you know how I get down. Because we're gonna be thankful that we get the Fridays over here on this platform, man. Because I'm telling you right now, I thank goodness that I even made it out. Even though you get wisdom teeth out, I got mine out Monday, like I told y'all. But even when people put you under that anesthesia, I never been under that shit. It was my first surgery. Thank you so much. Knock on wood or whatever you want to believe in. I've never had surgery before. But that was my first surgery. It wasn't like crazy, but it's still, any surgery can kill you. You could bleed out in there. They don't know what the fuck your body's going to respond to. I don't take man-made drugs, none of that shit. I could have went to sleep thinking I'm gonna have my tea pulled, and then people put me in the damn ground. It happens all the time. So anytime you make it to Friday, we gotta be thankful, y'all. Shouts out to like I said, Project Pat, man. Our prayers going out to you, your family, everybody out there in Memphis, everybody in LA, everybody in Louisiana, everybody across the globe right now because they hurting. And you know who else? We got more people that our prayers are going out to right now as well, man. Because Monday morning, let me get back down to there, man, because we had a busy week, man. Like I said, it's the first part of the week because I already said this. I ain't gonna keep repeating it over and over again. But we had some stuff going on this week, man. I'm trying to get back to it. All right, so the first let's hear the first goddamn thing we're gonna talk about is this, man. I'm not laughing. It's not funny. I'm saying migrants waiting in Mexico learned that the CBP One app has gone dark and the appointments are canceled. I know we're going to backtrack this week because, like I said, all these things get us to Friday, and we got to talk about these things because, we got a new administration in there. Like I said, I'm not on either side. So this ain't about bashing. This ain't even about talking about politicians. When I see people hurt, God damn it, I'm hurting too. My prayers and thoughts go out to everybody in Mexico as well that is waiting legally for their turn to get in here. And I know I have people from both sides that follow me, and I love and respect both sides. I just want the hate to stop. You know what I'm saying? If anybody that is on the left, the right, follows me and is in here right now, and I'm sure I'm going to repost this so you're going to see it again, but I don't give a fuck what side you on. Your heart, I mean, goddamn, some of y'all so goddamn cold with this shit is ridiculous. Now, I'm all for people doing things the right way. I'm all for people getting a fair shot. I'm all for everything. But what I don't like and I'm not for is people crying and people being hurt, all because of stuff that other people are doing. Because this reminds me of the way that they treat other people in this country. When a couple people do something, then they want to punish everybody. And I get it, the money and all the stuff we can get into. But I feel like there's got to be healthier solutions to these things, man. They got to be. It's got to be healthier solutions to this stuff, man. And I want to know what you guys think about this stuff. So, I mean, like I said, everybody's welcome here. So don't leave because you voted for Trump or something like that, because this ain't got nothing to do with who you voted for, because I welcome everybody here. Everybody's welcome. And if you don't talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to chop it down to a reel, just like we're going to do everything and repost it. So my feeling is this. I don't give a fuck who you voted for because I don't have a side. I don't give a damn about, because when people talk about, oh, we don't got no money and stuff like that, well, they ain't got no money either. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't their fault that we ain't got no money to help them and help us. You know whose fault it is? And like I said, it's not a president's thing. I know we make jokes about, the presidents, the president sent $1 billion. It ain't the president, because the president, and I broke down what the Constitution is. I've beaten that horse to death. The Constitution clearly states who controls the power of purse. And that's why the government is getting gutted right now. Because, the thing is, people don't understand why they sent all those government workers home. The government workers got sent home because they the ones that have been sending the money. They the ones that control the money. It ain't got nothing to do with no damn Biden. It ain't got nothing to do with no damn Trump. Even if Trump wanted to send some money some goddamn where, he can't do shit unless he controlling Congress. So, like I said, while the government keep playing two sides and the government keeps on blaming this person and that person, who is the only people that keep being hurt? The people. I don't give a damn where you from. That's why I say too. Also, too, I get it. There's oppression and all that stuff in other countries like Mexico and other places. I totally understand that. But let me tell y'all something right now. If you think, listen here, shouts all my Hispanic people right now, all my illegal aliens, anybody that's under the sound of my voice. First of all, I want to say I love you. I don't give a damn if you illegal, legal. I don't give a damn what you are. I love humans. My human side is also going to tell you that shit. Don't get confused. There's a lot of us living worse than where the hell you coming from. I get it. We could be thankful. We ought to beat that down too. We're thankful. But they don't mean, listen, yeah, exactly. PK in 1963 says prayers for the migrants. They're still God's children. It's sad. Exactly, man. But see, that's the thing. We believe that. We believe that shit. But that ain't the way the government is ran, bro. The government, all that under God shit that they be saying, all that shit, they don't believe in that shit. If you notice, every time a president is, I don't care who it is, it could be Obama, I don't give a damn who it is, because I don't have a side. It don't matter who those motherfuckers are. They don't believe in none of that Bible shit that we be out here selling to each other. They don't even, like, that's, like, we got to get to that point, man. We got to get to the point of, you can't go with the spiritual shit to them. Like how we were just talking about Project Pat and so forth. We can't go to the government talking that Bible shit to them. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a rat's ass about that because they know damn well that they got some, they done fucked some of that shit up. Shouts out to everybody in the chat right now. This is the first thing that, man, Monday hit, this shit was going down. Motherfuckers couldn't even get over here, man. They waiting months. And it's cold, too. It's cold down this motherfucker, man. You know, my thing is this. We could fight till we turn blue on this planet. Shouts out to all my white people, black people, brown. It don't matter where you come from. I want you to know that this right now can be any one of us. Stop thinking that, and you know what? Stop blaming all white people just because you see a minority in pain. Because let me tell you something right now. I live in Florida. And if you think that all white people, just because they white, got money, you're a goddamn lie. You need to get out your hometown and you need to go travel around. I've lived in South Carolina, North Carolina, Chicago. I've lived in Wisconsin. I lived in Milwaukee. I've lived in Indiana. I've lived in all these places. Obviously, I'm from Philadelphia. I was born there. I've lived in Georgia. And one of the biggest myths in this country is, and white people, I'm going to take up for you. One big myth in this country is that all white people have money and that all white people are rich and that all white people talk a certain way. And it's the same stereotype that they put on all other ethnicities. That's why I say we got to put some of this shit down and realize that this can be anybody. And I'm not just talking to other ethnicities. I'm talking to some of the white people too who also think that. There are a lot of white people out there who really believe that all of them have money. And that ain't true. That if shit hit the fan, that because they white, ain't nothing gonna happen to them. And you a goddamn lie. So we need to stop blaming each other, man. The same way black people and other ethnicities get mad because everybody think that we ghetto in one way or another. Listen, everyone's the same. We need to come out of that because what's happening is you find out real quick where you lie. They just burned Hollywood down last week. You talking about some damn people got some extra rights or something. They burned the fuck out of that shit. And I already shared that video. I already shared that damn video of the shit underground. They got miles and miles and miles of underground businesses in the underground world that they don't even share. Bro. Look at exactly. Pecan says okay, and also says just look at the homeless, bro. Everybody's homeless, bro. But if they keep putting it out there that it's the white people doing this to this, it's not, bro. And I'm gonna show you exactly why it ain't just white people out there harming this, that, and third. Because I'm tired of hearing that shit too. I know so many damn white people that's good to me. My neighbors are white, cool as hell to me. I don't give a damn what you say in your house. I don't give a damn about it. If that ain't what you, but in public where we should be cordial with everybody, Ain't nobody be disrespect. I live in a whole Trump neighborhood, and I'm friends with a lot of these motherfuckers. And we don't talk politics, and we don't have to, because I don't talk politics because I understand the first assumption they're gonna make. I don't want nobody assuming that I'm on any side. So I just leave that type of shit alone. I spread love. You get what I'm saying? And love always wins over any political conversation. I'm one of the nicest people that anybody's ever met, and I'll stand on that shit. So I do want to show you a black person though. If you want to see a good example of why it ain't always just white people doing this to us, here you go right here. Look at this clown right here. Look at this. Hold on, let me make sure I can see my volume.
Let freedom ring from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee.
Exhibit A.
Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill in Mississippi, from every state, every city, every village, and every hamlet. And when we let freedom ring, we will be able to speed up that day for all of your children. Black men and white men, Protestant and Catholic, Jew and Gentile will be able to sing in the meaning of that old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank you, God Almighty. We are free at last. If you believe where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Come on, put your hands together and give your great God great glory. God, we're asking you not only that.
I told you. This is Exhibit A. Look at, come on. That's why I said, please, Americans under the sound of my voice, I feel like I'm the only voice of reason. Put the racial shit down. Want to know why? Because this is a clear example that it ain't just white people doing it. This man look at how stupid he looked. Straight clown, bro. What's his name? Lorenzo. What's his fucking name? Lorenzo something. Listen, don't make me get the fucking Google. What's it? Lorenzo something. Sully, right? Lorenzo Sewell. There we go. Lorenzo Sewell. That's his goddamn name. Lorenzo Sewell thought it was a good idea to get up there and do a bad impersonation of Martin Luther King the other day. Now, at this point, like I said, a lot of the stuff, man, my mouth was swollen. I had, I told you I had my wisdom teeth pulled, all four of them. So I couldn't even comment live for this shit. I couldn't even really do it. I was actually at this point in time, I was getting ready to go to my appointment. What was that? Yeah, that was the inauguration. Yeah, no, Eastern time. I'm sorry. So I was actually asleep when this was going on because my appointment was at 12:30. So I was 9 minutes into my surgery on Monday when this clown got up here and did this shit. And it wasn't so funny that what he was doing. I'm laughing at the people in the background. If you notice the people in the background, they looking at him like he can't be serious. He literally is up here. I'm like, they're exactly. He is. Listen here. Pecan 1963 said he is not free. He's broken. I think he shocked Trump. Trump couldn't believe this man got up here. I think Trump was more embarrassed than anything else. See, one thing about Trump is, one thing about a lot of these motherfuckers, look at how these rich people, they look disgusted because even they knew that he was putting on. It wasn't even close. Like this shit wasn't even resonating with anybody. He sounds so horrible. Listen.
At last, thank you, God Almighty. We are free at last. If you believe where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Come on, put your hands together and give your.
Bro, they're laughing. They're laughing at him. The people in the back are laughing at him. All the billionaires that made money doing evil things and shit that I was talking about, they're laughing at him. They know how ridiculous he sounds. They're shaking their head like, God damn, man, when the fuck is the buffet? You can tell. Look at them. They're back there laughing like, man, nigga, we done got rich doing the total opposite of it. Look at them. They couldn't believe it. They're laughing at him because what happens is when anybody wants to know what a clown looks like, when anybody wants to know what an op looks like, all my thugs out there, all my gangsters out there that want to shoot each other out there instead of taking care of the opposition, I want to go ahead and tell you that this is the real opposition. Dudes that get up there and make us look so damn bad and so unrecognizable because they hand you a red tie or a blue tie and they embarrass everyone, including the legacy of the late great fucking Martin Luther King, who was also an FBI informant, in my opinion. I don't give a damn what you say. I don't give a fuck. If family can get mad, I don't give a fuck. But outside of that, yeah, him, Jesse Jackson, all them, Al Sharpton, fucking federal informants. Anyway, outside of that, bro, we got to stop this shit. Who the fuck told this man to get up there and do that? How much money did they pay him? They're laughing as if he's doing a monologue on Saturday Night Live. They know he looks stupid. That's why he can't look the camera in the eye. That's why every time he got to face the people in front of him, he closes his eyes and act like he's praying again. And when he wants to open his eyes, he can't do. Look at him. He opens his eyes. He looks straight up. The Lord don't need you to open your eyes when you look straight up because he's ashamed. The man's ashamed. He should be ashamed he's only 3 foot tall. Outside of that, he should be ashamed that somebody told him that's a good look. Somebody told him that he could go back and he's invited to the cookout. Then not only after he did that dumb shit, he went out and tried to sell us coins, plug nickels. He tried to sell us plug nickels after this goddamn horrible rendition of Martin Luther King on Martin Luther King Day. So I want to go ahead and personally say, you know, my new agenda that I rolled out there. If anybody that follows me all the time, shouts out to PK963 says that I'm speaking the truth. Anybody out there that knows my new agenda, I just rolled it out last night, man. Make sure y'all can do it. I want to start normalizing, slapping the shit out of people that look like us or look like you in your community. They got to be in your community now. That way you don't get in trouble. The best way is we need to start designating a time and place that we could call people like that represent your community. I don't care if you're white, black, brown, yellow, Asian, whatever the fuck you want to be. Call them. Tell them, hey, man, we got a meeting tonight. Come on by, bro. We got some whatever. Come on through. And when they come through, we all slap the shit out of them and tell them, don't you get your ass out there embarrassing us no goddamn more. This man here needs his ass whooped, ladies and gentlemen. That man needs listen to him. I'm gonna do it one more time. We're gonna move on from this motherfucker.
That day, all of your children, black men and white men, Protestant and Catholic, Jew and Gentile, will be able to sing in the meaning of that old Negro spiritual, free at last.
That shit, every time he does, all the people from Stone Mountain, Georgia. All that bullshit, bro. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. God damn it. Lorenzo Sewell, I want to say on the bottom of my heart, not because I don't have no political side. I'm just a black man telling another black man this. Now I'm using the Martin Luther King voice and I'm talking to you, fucking Lorenzo Newell. If you don't shut your bitch ass up, if you don't shut your stupid looking ass up, if you don't take your kindergarten, fucking preschool size motherfucker, big water head, tank ass, head paws, and go sit your stupid looking ass down. If we gonna ring an ass whooping upon you on sight, fucking Lorenzo, when we see your stupid looking ass and you want to come to a cookout, Lorenzo, we gonna whoop your ass, Lorenzo, when you come through next year talking about Martin Luther King, because they done fired your stupid ass out of this administration by month 6 and you got 3 more years to go. So you want to come back to the black community and want to get saved by black people. I want to tell you that we gonna beat your ass, Lorenzo. I want to tell you, you can hand your stupid black card, you can mail it to the nearest black person that you see. I want you, if your neighbor is black, if your fucking teacher, whoever the fuck you got, if he's black, I want you to take your black card out and you give it back to this motherfucker. Not because you represent Trump, because I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, because you fucked that speech up so goddamn bad. Thought if the cornball was a person, your stupid ass would be a cornball. Not just a cornball, but a corn on a motherfucking cob with your stupid looking ass. So let freedom ring on getting your stupid ass out of the administration as soon as possible. Because how the hell you get up there and embarrass us like that? You don't even look people in the eye, and you got people over there clapping because they feel bad and they laughing at you while your back is turned. That's why you need your ass whooped. If reading the room and like, come on now, imagine you being knowing you're gonna be one of the only few black people in the room, and you could do any prayer you want. You could do any prayer you want, nigga. We don't even care if you do the Lord's prayer, the fucking Our Father and art in heaven, who be thy name, and all that shit. We don't give a damn if you did God is good, God is great. Thank God he put food on our plate. I don't give a fuck if you do fucking the beans and weenies and beans are good and beans are sweet and makes you pee and shit. I don't know. Whatever the prayers is that we've done, you could have done any one of those, but instead you took your stupid looking ass out there in front of all them rich people. It don't matter. There's some black people there too. They, even if they don't know they black too. It don't even fucking matter. You took your ass out there on your own choice. We talking choices today. And he made a dumbass choice going out there talking about, listen, one more time, I swear to God, I'm taking stupid ass.
Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill in Mississippi, from every state, every city, every village, and every hamlet. And when we let freedom ring, we will be able to speed up that day for all of your children. Black men and white men, Protestant and Catholic, Jew and Gentile will be able to sing.
You know what's fucked up too, yo? Shouts out to all my Hispanic people. He ain't mentioned nobody else besides black people and white people. There's so many other people by now, because we've been fucking a lot since Martin Luther King been dead and gone. So even if there was just black people and white people back then, I swear to God, it's more people than we had back then when that speech was created. But the fact that you left out all these other ethnicities, including Hispanic people, the ones who aren't getting deported, the people who aren't illegal, the people who ain't got nothing to do with nothing, you left all them people out because at the end of the day, you knew that the freedom part don't apply to everybody. And that's part of the reason why you don't get your ass whooped, Lorenzo. So shouts out to everybody out there, man. So I don't want, like I said, I don't want white people to just think that when black people get upset with black people, it's because they just in a room with y'all. That don't necessarily mean nothing at all. What that means is we're upset with them because of how they got us represented. And that's why I want to make that clear. He had a choice. He could have wrote any speech he wanted, but he chose to do the goddamn stupidest one he could fucking find. And that's because he did half or almost the last part of the fucking speech at the bottom. He left out everybody. Talking about all God's children, just black, white, and Jews. What are you talking about? What the fuck is he talking? All right, so if there's black, white, and Jews, then who's the Jews? What color is the Jews then? How come in this country there's always black, white, Hispanic, this, that, and then someone says in the Jews? Who the fuck are the Jews now? And y'all call me what you want. Aren't they white or black or brown? How they don't never get a color? I don't know. That's just me. I feel like they do that shit on purpose. They do that shit on purpose. I feel like anybody from the Jewish community, and I got Jewish friends, I'm going to call them tonight. I'm going to ask them, how come y'all don't have no color? How come Jewish people, the only people that they don't have no real ethnicity except for just Jewish? And everybody else got to be black, white, brown, yellow. Even white people got to just be white. They don't call them European. Damn, even we got African something. They are, who the fuck is, like, come on. Anyway, I'm just going to leave this alone. I'm going to get, because then, then we'll just be at this all day long. We'll be at this all goddamn day long because we ain't done. And I got so much more to talk about. And time is rolling on motherfucking through. Instagram gave me more than an hour today, baby. I'm loving that. Shouts out to everybody in the chat right now. Don't forget to put where you from in the chat right now, man. We just getting started. I see him. Oh, bet. I don't know why Instagram didn't scroll me down. Pecan says he is from Detroit. Man, I know. Yeah, Detroit need to. Hey, call this clown out. Yeah, like I said, All my white people, all my white brothers and sisters out there, I don't want y'all thinking this is about y'all, because this is bigger than y'all. I'm not gonna let my people. One thing about accountability for community is I'm gonna speak up and say what has not been said all my life. I don't never hear black people stand up and say, hold on now, before y'all trip out on these people, hear me out. And that's what I'm for. That's what I'm here. That's what I was called to do. That's what the Spirit calls me to do. The Spirit calls me out to mention these things, because see, the thing is, I need white people. I need black people. I need everybody to get together. So I'm not isolating or separating anybody. I'm asking questions, and the only way we can get answers, we ask each other. So I would never, ever want anybody to feel bad, disrespected, or feel ostracized. Shouts out to Corey Dwayne, still in the chat over there. Shouts out to Anthony Gaden over there, says Ocean Spring, Mississippi. Yeah, I already know Mississippi upset. Missouri, Mississippi. Bro, that man got up there and embarrassed all of us. Exactly. Edwin Vincetti 2587 says, Lorenzo, come by the house real quick. Exactly. Come by the house, because at the end of the day, we gonna slap the shit out of you for getting up there embarrassing us. And I told you, that's the agenda that I'm pushing. I don't care what it sounds like. You see somebody and they tell you something that they're gonna do stupid. I'm not saying falsely accuse people of potentially doing something stupid. I'm telling you, if they're in your ethnicity, in your community, we're going to start policing ourselves. That's what they want us to do. Police, the government, anybody else, they don't police each other. So we need to police ourselves, because I feel like, just same way, we got to talk to some people like kids. We got to slap the shit out of them and say, look, I did this because I love you. It is what it is. Except for, I think adults need that more than the kids. I'm not in favor of beating the hell out of kids or anything, but I am in favor of beating the hell out of grown ass people who know better. Shouts out to everybody out there, man. Exactly, Lorenzo Sewell. This is a formal invite to the next cookout. Want to know why? We got something we need to tell you real quick. All my OGs, exactly, bro. Listen, think about this. Imagine if all of our representatives, if we had good representatives show up to the cookout, or lunch, breakfast, brunch, whatever we want to have, show up. We have the OGs that gang bang, and that's what they do. But we get the real OGs in line, so they can control what gangs really mean, because it's actually to uplift the community. Don't get me started there, because I actually know why y'all was started. A lot of my big brothers are still in the game. And then outside of that, we need to invite some people like myself, some media people. And then when we get there, we take his phone, we turn our phones off, and we sit him down and say, this is why we about to beat the hell out of you right now. The same way people get beat into gangs, bro. Sometimes we got to get our people together, and we're going to slap the shit out of you. I guarantee when the swelling goes down, Lorenzo, you won't get your stupid ass act back out there talking about from Stone Mountain, Georgia. We're going to beat your ass from Detroit to Stone Mountain over to, what do you say, Mississippi and all that. Man, we're going to beat your ass from here to there. We're going to drag you over to the Palisades so they can get some, because y'all stupid, bro. That's how we police ourselves. That way the police show up, they don't even got to do nothing to you. They'll be happy, actually. They'll be like, you know what? For once, we don't have to put ourselves in danger trying to whoop your ass, and then we get fired or get caught up in some racial shit. We're like, nah, officer, we're policing our community. That's all. We're not going to kill him. We're just beating the hell out of him real quick. And they'll probably say, you know what? Let me get a lick in. Boom, hit him real quick, and they'll get in their car and leave. That's it. We'll let the police get a quick hit in. Fuck it. You deserve that one too. But outside of that, man, we're going to move on, man. We're going to keep moving, man. Because I told you, I missed the whole week, man. All this stuff can get chopped down. We're going to get into another less serious note. Let's get into a less serious note, because I know I don't win all day. Now, we got Shamar back in the goddamn news, because guess what? Shamar went out there, apparently got on some new show. Now, remember the other day I was showing Shamar on here. He was crying and shit, sounding like a goddamn hound. He was sounding like a hound dog, wailing out to the moon the other day, because his boyfriend's sister had went and ran off with the money the other day, and then he was left looking ugly as hell on the bed with his ugly bonnet on. And then, but apparently he's bouncing back. And this is why I told Shamar. So hopefully Shamar is getting advice the way that I'm giving Shamar. I told Shamar, and I'm glad he took somebody's advice. Now, I told him, if you don't pick your ugly ass up, Shamar, crying on the bed because you got your money taken. I say use this as a tool, Shamar. Use that you got money embezzled from you to take your career more serious, Shamar. Because even though we talk shit about Shamar, even though they got all this LGBT thing going on and people hate this and that, I still love people. I still love people. As long as you don't try to touch my ass, I'm not going to whoop your motherfucking ass. Pause. But that's about it. I love everybody. You feel me? And I support people who are doing well. And what I want for people is to win. And one of the things that I kept saying is Shamar needs to go ahead and do what he needs to do to make sure that he betters himself. Now, it looks like his brother. Now, this dude that's doing his hair right now looks like Shamar, and I need to know on that. Is that his stylist, just a stylist, or is that his goddamn brother? Both of them ugly as hell, but I digress. What I'm saying is this. I'm happy when people are happy. And one thing that Shamar went and did, he got him a different color wig because I told him, you take that ugly blue shit off your goddamn head, Shamar. He went and got him a strawberry or a violet, whatever the fuck this is, an X-Man wig looking like an ugly ass Jean Grey, and he went and he rose from the ashes like the phoenix. He got his teeth fixed. So, we got to be happy for it. He went on this show, he got his teeth fixed. He don't have 8 rows of teeth. So, shouts out to Shamar. I got some wisdom teeth pulled, all 4 of them earlier this week, and it looks like Shamar got all his fucking, they probably said, fuck it, and just picked up a brick and knocked all them fucking teeth out his goddamn mouth. Because it's like his teeth had looked like a bunch of fucking bowling ball pins in his goddamn mouth any fucking way. And I'm so glad that they got his Venus flytrap looking ass some new goddamn teeth so that he can stop being on social media crying and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Shamar. Don't get mad at me. I'm happy. If it was one of y'all up here and y'all was looking ugly as hell like Shamar and y'all got your life together, I would be proud of you. So I'm proud of Shamar, man. This time I'll tell Shamar, right? Before I take I can't have Shamar up on the screen too long because he starts making my computer freeze up. Every time I have Shamar up here, my computer asks me if I'm okay in the house. The police show up at my house asking me if I'm for wellness checks because my computer doesn't know what to do. My computer starts crashing and shit when this nigga get on the goddamn screen. So before I get him off the screen, I want to say, good job, Shamar. I'm glad you at least trying. You can't fix every goddamn thing about you, but goddamn it, you're trying. And next time, stop sleeping, stop getting drunk, sleeping with your ass out, pause, and letting them take advantage of you, not just physically, but emotionally. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You know what's funny? Well, you know what's funny? No, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to keep the jokes clean today. But shouts out to Shamar, man. You already know what it is, man. I don't want to see nobody hurting. And you know what? It makes me smile, other people smiling, bro. Like I said, I love everybody. I don't give a fuck who you out there fucking. I don't care if you out there sucking everybody dick. At the end of the fucking day, if you're happy doing that and you're not spreading disease all over goddamn place and it don't affect my children, you ain't trying to grab my ass. Because I tell you one thing, you Hollywood motherfuckers, I'm not Terry Crews. You touch me, and when I go to a meeting or something, you touch me, and you going TMZ ain't the only thing you have to worry about. You gonna be worrying about getting the EMT because I'm gonna whoop your ass. I don't give a damn who you are. It ain't gonna be no Me Too. You gonna be Tombstone. That's how I play it. I ain't about to be fucking playing around like that. Because I feel like you could be gay, but don't be a predator. You could be a Shamar. You could be Shamar. Shamar ain't out there ain't out there preying on motherfuckers. But don't you be out there praying. That's the only thing I say about that, man. Don't be out there praying on niggas, man. The only thing that saves Shamar, though, he can't prey on nobody because when you see Shamar, you already got, man, that's an ugly ass nigga. That ain't no goddamn girl. How the fuck you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. You know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say how does the top part of your body turn the corner before your bottom half? But I'm gonna leave that alone. See what I'm saying? It's all comedy, folks. I swear to God. It's all comedy. And I'm gonna leave that alone. Sorry, guys, I'm a little under the weather as well. I'm trying to make sure I fight off these germs too. That way I don't get sick while I'm still healing up. Shouts out to everybody out there as well. Pecan Tan says they are out of here. Hey, listen, like I said, don't worry if you got to get out of here. Don't worry. This is a midday podcast where I just take up some time in your day to get you through because it's almost time for you guys to clock out, whether you're on the east, mid, or west coast. So it don't matter. So don't worry if you got to leave. Like I said, you're not gonna miss nothing. I'm gonna chop all this stuff down as I always do. That's why I mention people's names and what they say. That's why I put things on the screen. You know, that way you can all, like I said, you guys are a part of this platform as well. So don't feel bad. So have a good day as well. Listen, we ain't done. We ain't done. A lot of stuff happened this week, man. I told you. We already, listen, let me tell you something right now. And because why not? We're gonna keep it going, baby. Y'all remember this shit? Y'all remember this? You know, Elon Musk and I call him Elon Muskie. Cause I already know. I don't give a damn if you rich or not. I'm okay. Pecan wants to know Monday through Fridays in between. I'm gonna go back to 12. I'm gonna try to get back to 12, but 12, I'll just say this. In between 12, every Monday through Friday, in between 12 and at least 3 to 4 o'clock. Like today, I'll probably go to 4 because I talk a long time. So these hours, I don't even feel these hours. Pause. So you can, like, you got time. You can always come back through. And of course, I do lives in between where I try to. I will start doing more now that I don't have to deal with so many other things. But yeah, let's get back into it. So we got Elon Musk that made the news earlier today said that this was not a Nazi, a Nazi term of endearment, what he's doing out there. But let me tell you something right now. He said, I'm giving my heart out to the crowd. And I don't know why people think that I would do something like that. Oh, and I'm telling you, Elon Musk, shut your stupid ass up. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about where your heart's located. Shouts out to all my medical students out there. Shouts out to all my medical professionals. Shouts out to all my healthcare, all my first responders, the police officers, firefighters, military personnel, because all these people have to take like CPR classes and things like that. All of us in the medical field, and I'm an engineer as well. So even then, I studied the biology of the body, and I studied the biology and everything else, mechanical, technical base, every goddamn thing, right? One thing that I know and everybody else knows is that your heart isn't even located where this nigga put his hand. Let's let's go ahead and start with the obvious, man. When we talk about giving my heart out, I would assume if I'm going to give my heart, I'm going to do something like this. I want to give my heart to you like this. My heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you. My heart blows kisses even. If you feeling that damn happy, you blow a kiss. Thank you guys so much. My heart goes out to you. Or do this shit. Ugh, I don't give a damn, man. He could have did this shit. If he would have did this, oh my God. Black people would have, man, we would have loved it. We would have said, God damn, even if we were lying. If he would have even did this, like black people, we would have even been, some of us would have been so fooled and we were like, man, is he signaling in us? Is he on our side? This man said, fuck it. He ain't even, his hand ain't even like, I'm really grabbing like anywhere. He could have did this down here and went straight across. My heart goes out to you. This man made a complete effort multiple times to make sure that he put his heart high in the sky with that same hand that they used in the war. The same shit the Nazis used, he used everything to the T. Now, people will say, Elon Musk, oh, he's from Africa. He's from South Africa. Oh, let me tell you something about Elon Musk. When I look at Elon Musk, I don't see nothing South African about this motherfucker. And I don't understand why people believe this shit. I don't understand why people believe that this man could really be. I don't believe it. That nigga from Germany. I don't give a damn what you say. That man look German as shit. Elon Musk doesn't remind me of nothing. And I know white people. I've seen white people from Africa. Bro, this man don't remind me of no guy. And we even at the Olympics when they had white people representing South Africa in the Olympics and other things, I've never seen any of them with the features that this man has in his face. I'm saying it right now that I don't believe that Elon Musk is really from South Africa like they say. And if you believe it, you a goddamn fool. He might have lived over there at some point. Because I can say I'm from a lot of places if I wanted to, just because I know what's out there, like Chicago and all this. I know what's out there because I lived out there, but that don't mean I was born there. That don't mean that I'm really a South African man or a Chicago man. Because when we get deep dived into it, my natural instincts are going to show where I'm from. Like people ultimately come to the conclusion, yeah, he really is from Philly because of the shit that I ultimately do naturally. This man don't look shit South African, and I don't believe it. I believe that shit was on some real shit. I believe he really was. I believe Elon Musk, and fuck him. I don't give a damn. His Twitter's trash any fucking way. Money don't make you real. Remember that shit, y'all. Money don't make you real. Money don't unlame a lame. Elon Musk, you have just made yourself the lamest fucking billionaire, trillionaire that I've ever seen in my goddamn life. And believe us, we've seen all of y'all, and all y'all lame as fuck. And all of y'all do suspect shit. But Elon, I want to tell you right now, bro, if you can hear, I know you can hear me because you own these motherfuckers too. Don't trick us. You control these motherfuckers, all y'all fucking. But what I'm saying is, this shit was deliberate. And if you believe that these motherfuckers ain't meant to do that shit, you a fucking fool. You a fucking fool. So I want to see and then you know what pissed me off too, bro? You know what also pissed me off too? When we talk about this stuff? What pissed me off, bro, when we talk about Elon Musk and doing the whole shit, bro, it's not just Elon Musk, but it's these motherfuckers right about where he at. Where this nigga at? Michael Rappaport. I don't know where he at, bro. I think I chose not to save his shit so that we can't, you know what I mean? But let me tell you something. There you go. Let me show y'all what this motherfucker. He want to get mad at us. Look, listen.
Still being held hostage. 7 Americans are still being held hostage. You're not upset about what you saw on video with your own eyes over and over and over and over that happened on October 7th. You're not upset, AOC and the squad. AOC, you were up at Columbia University kissing, hugging, smiling, yucking it up, shucking and jiving on Columbia University campus with losers who are going around saying, globalize the intifada. You're laughing, having a good time with those people, bringing them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and you're worried about Elon Musk, you clown you, and the rest of you clowns you that are worried about Elon Musk. Go to Columbia University and chastise the that are saying globalize the intifada, which means kill Jews, start violence against Jews. You're yucking it up there, AOC, and you got nothing to say? You're freaked out about Elon Musk? The Shade Room, these social media platforms, World Star, Hollywood Unlocked. The day that happened, which is the day after 3 hostages got released, which you posted nothing about. You posted nothing, not a thing. Charlemagne, the God, the Breakfast Club, all you Al Jazeera, all you you said nothing about, oh, well, it's complicated. Oh, well, get the out of here. But you're worried about Elon Musk? So that means if you're worried about a Nazi salute, you must be concerned. You must be worried about Jews. You must want to defend Jews. Well, if you want to defend Jews, I'll say on behalf of all the Jews worldwide, there's plenty of more things you could be doing than worrying about Elon Musk. You could say free the hostages. You could start with that. You could condemn Hamas. Don't worry about Elon Musk. I'll take care of Elon Musk. I'll deal with him myself. I'll take responsibility that if Elon Musk pops off and Elon Musk starts saying globalize the intifada, I'll personally take care of that. You care so much about Jews because you're so irate. You're so freaked out by Elon Musk. There's so many other things you could be doing for the Jewish people. You could start by saying free the hostage. That's the least you could do. bullshit artists, scumbags. Everything's complicated except for some phantom N-word salute by Elon Musk.
All right, I'm gonna cut him off. That way I don't like bore y'all to death. Because Michael Rapper, first of all, real quick, Corey Dwayne says on some real life, I'm normally having chemo and radiation treatments during your live stream. It keeps me going, laughing, and sane. I appreciate what you do, bro. Keep going no matter what. I want to go ahead and personally stop what I'm doing to say, man, I appreciate you just as well, Corey Dwayne, a key component to this live every single day who shows up and gives us key perspectives on different things and lots of information. And I told you from day one that as long as people participate, they're going to always be a part of this platform. So I want to send my thoughts, my prayers, and love out to you, your family, your wife, everybody out there that supports you as well. And I want to make sure that I'm going to tell you that you got this, bro. You got this. I lost a lot of people out there to different things, but I want to let you know you got this, bro. You got this. You got this. And we're going to get into that. We're going to get to more of that later, okay? We're going to get into more of that later. Because, yeah, man, this is a part of being thankful. But real quick, I got you. And speaking of I got you, speaking of you got this, Corey Dwayne, I got you on this as well. Charlamagne, I got you on this. This is why celebrities need to follow people that ain't celebrities. This is why these other platforms, Shade Room, all these places that he named that ain't posted this, that, I want to go ahead, and this is why, because they can't say what I'm about to say. Just like I told Lorenzo, they can't say, Charlamagne can't tell you this, Michael Rappaport. I'm telling you right now, Michael Rappaport, shut your bitch ass up. And if you want to fight, I'll beat your ass. And you know that. But at the end of the day, it's not about violence. It's not. Because I feel attacked by that. Because, see, the thing is, I do mention stuff about the hostages. I do mention stuff about ceasefire. And to put all us in one category, and I know he would probably say, oh, you ain't nobody. Nigga, you ain't nobody. You ain't nobody no more, nobody that a lot of people respect outside the Jewish community. Every time, and the goddamn Michael Rappaport, you've been talking about the Jews for like 2 to 4 years now. We get it. We get it. That you represent the Jewish community, that you want us to talk more about hostage relief and hostage releases and things of that nature and ending wars. And we get that. But see, the thing is, what you don't get, Michael Rappaport, that there are more people, just like I said about America, there are more people in the world than just white people, black people, and Jewish people. I'm so tired of just hearing about people go on and on and on about Jewish people. And the fact of the matter is, at least he should be thanking his Lord that they even get mentioned. Because Michael Rappaport, I'm a black man, and I can tell you right now that if something happened to black people, if it's positive, ain't nobody gonna post that shit either besides me, maybe, and besides smaller platforms. I've never seen Michael Rappaport post any goddamn thing outside of the Jewish community, and it's because he'll tell you, oh, it's because I'm Jewish and I'm representing Jewish. Well, goddamn, you want us to acknowledge the Jewish community? I got you, Charlamagne. I got you, Shade Room. I got you, Hollywood Unlocked, with my dog that runs Hollywood Unlocked. I got y'all. Y'all need to start following smaller platforms. That way, y'all could just let us curse out these motherfuckers like this. Because Michael Rappaport, with your dry ass motherfucking mouth, getting on here every goddamn day, spitting all across the goddamn camera about the same shit every goddamn day, I want to let you know, idiot, that we talk about everything all the time and people cover everything. But unfortunately, we have to talk about more things than outside of the Jewish community, because the Jewish community have made an effort to be at the forefront of every goddamn thing that is known to man around the fucking world. Every time we want to buy something, y'all get the money. Every time we want to sue a record label, y'all get the money and fuck us over. Every time we want to do business or buy jewelry or do any goddamn thing or buy a house, y'all take the money. The Jewish community, y'all come over here, y'all don't invest money in anything else except for the Jewish community. I could take you to a place right now where the Jewish community has built up, and he'll just say, oh, well, we're supposed to, and black people are supposed to do it too. No, bitch. At the end of the fucking day, I could take you to a place where they have their own on one block right there in Orlando, right beside Dr. Phillips. There's a big a Jewish church. It's also a Jewish office building. There's also a Jewish bank in there. It's all in one big property, and they don't let nobody else go in there. How about that dude from New York? Those places, the fucking Jewish people, they go and they fucking pray, and they don't even let you in because you black, or they don't let you in because you ain't Jewish. What about that, Michael Rappaport? What about that shit? And it ain't just, oh, they don't like black people. Jewish people don't like no fucking body except for Jewish people. What about the people, the Asian people and the black people and regular white people that go over to Jerusalem and other places like that, and they just trying to walk down the fucking street? What about y'all spitting on niggas, man? What about y'all spitting and hitting people with sticks and throwing shit on motherfuckers when we want to visit y'all shit? Anytime we want to do something with the Jews, I don't give a fuck who you are. The Jews don't want to share shit with you, and they take over every goddamn thing that's known to man. And then as soon as we don't mention y'all fucking name a day or two, or y'all want us to mention some shit about y'all, and we don't do it fast enough, you got idiots like you, Michael Rappaport, getting on here complaining and bitching and fucking moaning about shit that you just doing by yourself. We don't listen. It's hard not to even tell you that some people just don't give a fuck, Michael Rappaport. Some people have gotten to the point where if it's fuck us, it's fuck you. That's why when the war was going on and the Jew and fucking and Israel and all these places was fighting over here and blah, 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 and killing these people and other. That's why people, even though it wasn't morally correct almost, because we don't want war, that's why some people said, fuck it. We want the radicals to win because y'all don't do shit for nobody else. I've been on this live with people from Iran and all these other places that at least show love, bro, and share perspectives, ideas, and shit like that. But at the end of the day, people don't understand. We got people like Kyrie Irving. The moment Kyrie Irving says, well, this is my perspective, y'all tried to end this man's career. Every time, I don't care what ethnicity says something about Israel, the Jews, or whatever. Every time they say something, oh, anti-Semitic. Remember that shit? Every fucking thing we say. We can't even say, no, people scared to say the shit. I'm saying the shit because I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you to shut the fuck up. All that shit you talking about, unless you gonna cash some of them fucking checks, because I can assure you, I ain't the only one who feels like this. Now, my heart goes out to any hostage, any war, anything that's going on anywhere that hurts other people. But I'm tired of hearing you, Michael Rappaport, and I get it. That's your platform, and I chose to share you, and it ultimately helps you. But what I'm telling you is, I'm not the only one who feels this way. When it comes time for y'all to stand up for anybody outside of the Jewish community, y'all don't do none of that fucking shit. You take the credit for every goddamn thing known to man, and then you shut everybody else out. And then y'all want to sit there and you got people like Mike. Listen, just like I told you, people in your community, all my Jewish people out there, if you don't like Michael Rappaport and what he's saying, if he's making you be misrepresented, because I know Jewish people too. Like I said, I have Jewish friends, but I'm telling y'all that this man's making y'all look, he's making y'all look bad, bro. Y'all need to slap this shit out of this motherfucker. How about, yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Corey Dwayne says Rappaport is the same in the same boat as DJ Vlad. Them motherfuckers ain't shit. They capitalize off the black dollar. They capitalize off everything. DJ Vlad capitalizing off the Italian mob families and shit. DJ Vlad capitalizing off the Haitian past and people's negative past in the Haitian community, in the white community, in any fucking where. I don't care if it's Jamaican, I don't care if it's regular African American, I don't give a fuck what it is, Canadian. They do that shit all the fucking time. All the time. And the minute you say something to them, they can get on here and talk all this cash money shit. But the moment you say something to them, they act like hoes on that. You got these people acting like hoes on the internet. And I want to let you guys know that they making y'all look bad. Because all we hear is somebody complaining that we ain't doing nothing, but they don't do shit for nobody else. The last The last person they claimed that was Jewish that actually did something for humanity. Think about it. This is the only person they bank on in the Jewish community. I don't give a fuck what they say, what anybody else say. The only good deed they keep banking on is the story of Jesus Christ. And as long as they can try to convince people that Jesus looked like Michael Rappaport, and Jesus was chilling with Michael Rappaport looking ass some down where, as long as they keep trying to live off that, they're going to keep pulling this bullshit. But outside of that, nobody else is on record doing shit for nobody else, speaking up for nobody else. Come on, man. We gotta start slapping these motherfuckers, man. Shouts out to the Jewish community, man. Please slap this motherfucker, man. Tell him to shut the fuck up. Tell him to shut the fuck up. If I could tell Plies to shut the fuck up, I could tell Michael Rappaport to shut the fuck up. If I could tell Lorenzo Sewell to shut the fuck up, y'all could tell Michael Rappaport to shut the fuck up. If I could put these podcasts out about my community, bro, about Diddy and all these other motherfuckers and telling them to stop the bullshit, somebody need to be policing this motherfucker. And the problem is, in this world, is the only people that's really, ain't that many people policing that many people in their community. Somebody need to shout out to anybody willing with the balls to tell DJ Vlad to shut the fuck up, and to tell Michael Rappaport, shut your stupid bitch ass up. Thank you so much, everybody out there. You know, I'm going to get him off the screen right now because he made me mad. I woke up to that shit. I'm like, what is he talking about now? And he just be on some dumb shit, dog. Anyway, I had to get my little ratchet rant out of the way, man. We went from Elon Musk, but you know what? It all goes together, because how the fuck you defending somebody who did something? Like, what the weird part is, bro, Michael Rappaport went up there and defended somebody that did something that the people that put all your people in a fucking oven, Elon Musk did a gesture. This is all right. So let me explain something real quick, and I'm gonna end this topic again. Michael Rappaport, and I put you back on the screen so people can see who I'm talking about. Michael Rappaport, that's some hoe ass shit you did, because essentially you're saying you did a 180. Essentially now you're defending the same government that had your people, that was partly responsible for your people being captive in the first fucking place. That's number one. Number two, black people don't even let people get the N-I to the first G out their fucking mouth before we slap the fucking taste out of the goddamn mouth. You know what I'm saying? Doing in a lot of people's eyes in Germany and in Israel and all these places, do you understand there's a lot of people out there who, when they saw Elon Musk doing that fucking shit, that's exactly how they felt. You understand that this man did a gesture that was close. Like, him doing that gesture, even though they claim he wasn't, that was like somebody trying to start the N, the I, and the G, trying to get the second G out of their fucking mouth for black people. Instead of being outraged as a Jewish man, you start defending him and saying, you shouldn't be mad at Elon Musk. We got y'all stupid ass back. And like I said, y'all don't do shit for nobody else community, not regular white people, not black people, not nothing. The Jewish community don't do shit for nobody else. So for people to have Jewish people's back on that, you should shut the fuck up on that alone. But instead, you want to get on here and get mad again about what people didn't say. We had your back. The man did a gesture that was so close to the same people's gesture that put your whole fucking ancestors and their kids and everyone in a fucking oven and in prison camps and burned them alive, gassed them alive, gas chambers, burning motherfuckers, because it resonates with other people that have been oppressed. So for you to get up here with your ugly, dry lip, having ass and complain about how people were outraged makes you a fucking asshole, dog. And I want people to cancel his ass already. Shouts out to everybody in the chat right now, man. Y'all, I mean, like, for real. It's all good. Shouts out to Lyric Dream out there. We're talking about, that's why I put it back on the screen, man. I put it back on the screen because I wanted y'all to see who I was talking about. I was talking about Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport got on there and went off on all of us this morning. You can go over to this page and see that shit if you want to. Michael Rappaport, he did this shit about 5 hours ago, and he posted up talking about how we got mad at Elon Musk, but we didn't mention the hostages and how they got freed. God damn, get mad when motherfuckers don't mention them in captivity. They get mad that we didn't mention when they got released. We get mad because we know how we react to something, and it's selfish, bro. We don't have to react the way you act. You should be more outraged because you are a Jewish man. But he's not. He's not even mad because he's a bitch. He's scared of Elon Musk. That's why. And he's scared of Elon. That's why he said, I'll take Elon myself. I'll take it. No, you won't. Because he begged Elon to stop blocking him before. Because Michael Rappaport is a bitch. Shouts out to everybody out there right now, man. I'm tired of these fake ass comedians and shit. These hoe ass comedians getting on here talking that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shouts out to Lyric Dream, man. Yeah, you didn't miss nothing. I just had, I've been off for a whole week from doing podcasts because I had my wisdom teeth pulled, and I mentioned that earlier. And I missed a whole lot, but I'm gonna try to cover as much as I can before like in the next hour or whatever. So let's skip down to something. Let's go down to something different. We got to skip around. We got to skip around. We got to skip around because I missed a lot. We talked about Project Pat. We talked about all this stuff. But here's another thing. Here is another thing. You know what? I'm not going to get to that yet. Fuck that. I'm not going to get to that yet. My gosh, there's so much stuff. So much stuff going on. I don't even think we're going to get to all this today, honestly. I'm going to have to do a separate podcast about sports all by itself any goddamn way. But let's go ahead and get up to something a little lighter. I tried to go a little lighter before, but all right. So this right here, hold on, let me get this shit up. I got to go back to my community. Sorry, we got to get back to it. So Bruno Mars and Sexy Red has a song out right now. It's on Spotify and all that stuff. Here's a little. I changed the battery in my mouth.
I don't even gangbang. Pussy so good, make me throw up a set. Throw it up, throw it up. Hey, that good kitty, make him all pet. Pretty pussy, top of pussy, you ain't never gonna forget. You ain't never gonna forget. Fat, juicy, and wet. Wet. I'ma throw it back.
All right. It don't have to take us long to figure out that shit trash as fuck. I know, right? Lyric Dream said going on now. Yeah, it was shit going on in the world. Yeah, it's crazy. Just had my teeth filled yesterday, man. Yeah, that COVID shot probably killed. No, I'm just joking. I did take one COVID shot. I'm sorry. I'm guilty of that. Hey, I live in my truth. That's why I don't complain. I ain't gonna much lie. I did that shit because I felt as though I had to. It is what it is. I felt, I don't feel bad about myself because I feel like I'm superhuman, but I always feel bad about either my kids or their mother and so forth, because we all got the shot. But we only had one round of it. So we did the bare minimum, but I understand the whole dynamic. But let's get back to it. So this song came out with Bruno Mars and Sexy Red. And, this is going, apparently some people are excited, some people are not. And, of course, my comments always make it to the top of these goddamn posts. So my comment on this was, of course, cocaine was flying everywhere, I bet. Bruno loves his nose candy. And you know what? It's the fucking truth. This is the truth, baby. Listen, if you've seen this damn video, you already know it was everybody on this whole video snorted a whole gram before this shit was even shot. This ain't no weed high right here. This ain't no video where everybody smoked the blunt and just say, yeah, let's do this. This is everyone in this video did a bump or two and decided, turn the cameras on. Turn the cameras on. That's what this video screams Cocaine Fest 2025. And that white cat, and believe me, if you know anything about symbolism in the industry, if you know, like I do, if you know anything about Bruno Mars and his addiction and love for cocaine, then you understand exactly why he has a white cat in his lap. It ain't got shit to do with no coochie. Bruno Mars loves cocaine. If Bruno Mars had it his way, he would snort that whole cat out of his lap. If that cat was made of cocaine, The cat would be half gone by the time the camera got back to the cat. That is how much cocaine Bruno Mars. They say Bruno Mars is in a lot of debt in Las Vegas. They say Bruno Mars really don't have a lot of money as he should because he uses it to buy a lot of cocaine. And if you don't believe that, any artist out there could tell you. One thing you ain't never gonna have to worry about if you ever make it as an artist, bro. One thing that I know. Thank you so much, Anthony Gaines says, bro, you know how to keep it real. Exactly, bro. I was raised by real people. Even the gang members that I know, they kept it real with me. And that's why I had to do all that. You feel me? Because they taught me the truth because it ain't really built off that. I say that to say this. Bruno Mars, I need you to take your ass to rehab. If you thought that this shit was going to be a hit, and it might be because they're going to try to play it in so many clubs, and y'all going to think that this type of music is okay, y'all going to yada, 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 Bruno Mars, and blah, blah, blah. Let's keep it going. Look, if you don't think this is cocaine, look at it.
Pretty pussy, top of pussy, you ain't never gonna forget. Fat, juicy, and wet.
Pussy like weed, pussy like dog, pussy like cocaine, put it up your nose. Rub on my clit, suck on my toes, 24 karat pussy drip like gold. On my legs back, eat my booty from the front. Milk mustache on your face when I come. Hit it from the bottom, hit it from the top. Pop got a pussy cause the pussy type pop.
Good.
Yeah. If you thought, listen here, man, I know the music industry is predominantly a gimmick. It's basically what vibe you're in determines what song you'll play. And there's going to be some people that they're professionals and they want to get off work and they want to be ratchet. I get it. So they'll play. I know a lot of people that do professional jobs and get off, but they love playing ratchet shit because it kind of gives them a sense of both worlds that they can't really, they get to be in both worlds, I guess, in their spare time. But I'm here to tell you, man, this shit here is an abomination. And I ain't talking about no biblical sense. I'm saying this video right here is an abomination to music. It is an abomination to our young queens out there. It is an abomination to our kings out there and the young people out there, especially, of course. Because at the end of the day, bro, this is not cool. And I get it. People gonna say, oh, music, you don't have to believe it. Music, these shouldn't be your kids' role models and blah. But I'm trying to tell you that there's no real artistry in this shit at all. It's literally a prostitute, a cocaine, imagine 2 drug fiends, right? You got one drug fiend that's a prostitute. And I love Sexy Red as a person. Shouts out to Sexy Red. Sexy Red has been to my platform multiple times. You know what I'm saying? So I don't hate Sexy Red. Bruno Mars, I believe, is probably one of the most talented people when he's sober ever. But he seriously needs help. Anybody that's near Bruno Mars and you're not trying to, again, all them backup dancers he be having, the people that be holding the instruments and shit, they probably do the drugs with him instead of trying to help him. And that's the shit we on. Ray Charles. When I see Bruno, I see Ray Charles. Ray Charles was a person who was very impressionable, very talented, had all the talent in the world. And you know what? He let the people, he let the people in the band, being in the band, the life of the band. He wanted to be a person in the background and act like the people in the background instead of acting like the leader. And see, what happened is Ray Charles got all his money taken. And that happens all the time. I want to tell all you young artists out there, bro, when you make it to the forefront, just like Lyric Dream says, it's trash. And also the brush maven. So disappointed in him. Don't nothing she do shock me. When we get to that point, let me add Instagram back. I guess that's weird. Instagram cuts you off whenever the fuck you want. But anyway, let's go ahead and get them back in here real quick. But like I was saying, bro, hold on, let me do this real quick. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. I'm gonna add them in. It's gonna be 2 seconds. It's quicker now that I have my my third screen back up. I went ahead and set my third screen back up. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. All right. So I'm adding them back in right now. But like I was saying, man, when we talk about we raising young people, we talking about ideas and creativity and how to be an artist, I want, as I'm bringing Instagram back in here right now, young people, if you make it to be the forefront, be a leader, be the forefront, be the band leader, be the star, be a star. If you make it to be a star, and let me put this back on the screen real quick. My bad, y'all. Let me go ahead and share this shit again real quick. My bad, y'all. Yeah. All right, boom. Again, my bad, y'all. Hey, that's Instagram. Instagram gave me an hour and 46 minutes with y'all, and then they decided to cut them off because they always do that. But anyway, like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, when you make it big, you become a star, and you influence so many people, hundreds, thousands, millions of people, and you're at the forefront, you're the leader. People are depending on you. People are depending on you, man. And not just the people that's your age, people are depending on you that are younger than you. And I know it's not a popular opinion when we talk about grown people, but setting a good example should never go out of style. We need to normalize people setting a better example. Oh, yeah, we're going to get to some sports. If I can, it's 3:20. If we can get to sports, I'm going to get to some sports. Shouts out to Gary Walsh over there, man. You already know, bird game. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this either. But when you make it to be a star, ladies and gentlemen, be a star. Don't start acting like the people that want to be you. And that sometimes includes the people in the background. Some of the people in the background want to see you fail too. It might not seem like that because they traveling with you and making money off you, but you better believe jealousy is a motherfucker. And you know what else is a motherfucker? Cocaine. And the more you use cocaine, the more delusional you get. As we can see a star right now dimming right before our eyes. And if Bruno Mars don't begin to get some help, as he is now openly smoking cigarettes in the video now. We already knew he smoked cigarettes anyway because he does cocaine. Like, he does heavy cocaine, and I mentioned that already. That's why anytime you see somebody smoking a lot of cigarettes, but you ain't never seen him smoking a lot of weed, it's because he does a lot of cocaine. And anybody from the hood can vouch for that. We know a fiend when we see it. And right now, unfortunately, we see Sexy Red with 1,000 potholes in her fucking face because of all the drugs that she's taking. We got a drug fiend prostitute. Shouts out to the queen. I still believe in her. I still got faith in her, but she looks like a junkie. We got a junkie chick, and then we got another junkie man, an artist that doesn't realize that we can see him falling in front of our eyes, man. So what I tell the young people is, man, don't pay Bruno Mars no attention, man. Don't pay him no attention because he needs help. He needs help, and until he gets the proper intervention, we're going to see him end up the same way we see in other stars, because I keep saying it over and over and over again, ladies and gentlemen. I keep saying it. They will let you do all the shit you want when you make it big. They will allow you to do all this illegal type shit, all this wrongful marketing that you do. And then as soon as you want to go and buy some shit, they use all of this against you. If you think for one moment that when Bruno Mars goes to one of these Jewish people that I mentioned already, Michael Rappaport with your stupid ass, as soon as Bruno Mars or Sexy Red goes up somewhere and says, I want ownership and a stake in this company that's owned by the Jewish or anybody else, guess what's going to come back up? All your cocaine addiction that you had, all the negativity you put out there, they're gonna prove and be able to prove how fit you aren't for the position. That's what they do all the time. They do this to people. Anytime people want to take ownership, they run all this shit back. You think Sexy Red? You think they're gonna let Sexy Red buy some shit? Did they let Cardi B buy some shit? Did they let Lil' Kim buy some shit? Did they let any of these motherfucking women that get up here twerking and doing this shit, did they let them buy some shit? And then I'm going to ask you again, when you go to a Kansas City Chiefs game, do you not see Taylor Swift, no matter if that was her boyfriend or not, she could go to an Eagles game on Sunday if she wanted to and say, I'm an Eagles fan. I want to sit here. Can I buy some of this? And they're going to say, yes, Taylor. Because you are such a great example to all of our daughters. My daughters are a fan of yours. Like, come on. But see, when I say shit like that, people get mad. Now, when Bruno Mars want to say, oh, I want to buy a liquor company now. Can I own the liquor? Can I own this cigarette company that I'm promoting, smoking these cigarettes on camera? Can I have the shade, the sunglass company that I'm promoting? They're gonna say, I don't know if it'll be good look because the brand, and we want to make sure the image. They hit you with that image shit. And if you don't believe me, check the track record. Show me another chick out there that's twerking and showing ass and private parts that owns some shit. I'll wait. Outside, and I ain't talking about of all ethnicities. You know what the fuck I'm saying. When our sisters want to buy some shit, what happens? Exactly. Or they'll just get them pregnant again by somebody who ain't shit, and then they'll control them that way, because everyone knows that the evilest people control women by pregnancy. We know that already. A lot of women know that too. So when they want to buy something, the first thing they try to do is make them a mom, because they play on the emotions of women. But see, but what happens is they do that because all you did was sell ass. So they're not gonna give you a company, they're gonna give you another baby. And they only give you another baby so that ultimately they could just re-raise the baby after they re-drug your ass and you die like Whitney Houston in the hotel room after the awards. Come on, man. People don't like when I talk like this. Bruno Mars. Come on, bro. Do better. Because this is exactly what I say. We need better leaders. We need better people that's going to show better examples. We don't need this shit no more. This 2025. I don't care what community you represent. We don't need no more of this shit. I'm a black man, proud black man. I love ratchet music. I'm a big fan of Gucci Mane, Jeezy, a big fan of Project Pat, 3-6, all that stuff. But I don't let that run my life. I'm also educated. I'm also an IT professional, an engineer. I'm also a medical student. I'm also a manager at my regular 9 to 5. Like, I don't just sit in one spot. I'm not complacent. I'm also an internet personality, or trying to be. I'm also trying to put good messages out there outside of Diddy memes, because I understand that we already have enough of this bullshit out there, and I don't need to add to no more of the ignorance. And I'm going to leave it right there, bro. At the end of the day, Bruno Mars, Sexy Red, do better, bro. We don't want no more of this shit. I actually said, and other people have said, leave this bullshit back in 2024, bro. Right now ain't the time. This ain't the time for that. Big Meech, Rick Ross, listen here, I get it. Y'all can get mad. They're going to say, oh, Big Meech will come. Listen here, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm not scared of none of these motherfuckers, and it ain't disrespectful. It's the fact that I don't have time to be scared of what these artists and these entities think. If you want to come and do something to me, come do that shit, or else don't say it. And that ain't beef. That's being real. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to save your fucking kids. I'm trying to save our fucking community. I'm trying to save your fucking community. And like I'm saying, we don't need no more of this shit. We don't need another Big Meech and Rick Ross party. We don't need none of that shit, bro. If y'all want to donate to people like Big Meech and so forth, give that man some fucking money, bro, and be done with it. That man need to be staying out the fucking way. So again, all this bullshit out here, bro, it's time to leave it in the past. And that ain't me being born. That ain't me being old. That is me being older. Fuck it. Somebody older got to say that shit. We don't need Big Meech to make a comeback. We don't need Bruno Mars to get ratchet so that he can sell some fucking records. We don't need no more Sexy Red popping her ass. How many fucking kids you need, bro? We don't need that shit. And when people tell y'all that shit, people want to get mad. No, the motherfucker got kids already with niggas who's in jail, niggas who's free. Goddamn, we still don't even know if that Drake shit was even true. I don't even know what that was. But to sit there and promote being a straight a prostitute, bro, that shit is corny. I don't care what community you in. Just like the white lady talking about she had to set a record sleeping with 2,000 men. We don't need no more of that shit. I don't care. We don't need no more of that bitch. And we don't need no more Sexy Red. Shouts out to everybody out there in the chat, man, that feel the way I feel. I said it. We leaving this shit. I'm calling your ass out now. I'm calling y'all ass out now. All you artists out there that making us look bad when we got shit to deal with right now, where we can't think clearly because we got to tell you to sit your stupid ass down right now at the time. God damn it, I'm telling all y'all, sit y'all ass down. This ain't the time right now. You got fucking people shit on fire. You got people blowing shit up. You got fucking kids being shot in these schools. You got all this shit going on. And the first thing you want to fucking do is come out shaking some ass. We don't want to see that. Man, they hate when I talk like this, dog. That shit be crazy. Cause bro, I like at some fucking point, bro. At some point, look, I'll tell you, I'm gonna give you another example right now on why Sexy Red needs to sit her ass down, why Lorenzo Sewell needs to sit his ass down, why Big Meech need to go raise his fucking grandkids and his kids right now instead of trying to put on another fucking Jurassic Park party with fucking Rick Ross. This shit right here is why. I'm gonna show you why we need to stop the bullshit right now. They doing shit like this. While we celebrating Big Meech and Sexy Red, we got motherfuckers building multiple cryostasis labs run by robots.
Complete the clinical trials. Prior to cryopreservation, you will have the option to undergo additional enhancements and repairs. This includes disease and stress resistance and longevity interventions, as well as gene therapy, ensuring a healthier future upon revival. While in cryohibernation, advanced AI algorithms will ensure optimal storage conditions and provide real-time updates to your loved ones. Before hibernation, a sophisticated digital representation of you is created using all your available data. This digital copy, along with your lifelike AI avatar, will help you stay connected with your friends and family, maintaining your relationships and presence in their lives. Our Cryo Memory Vault securely stores all your interactions with your loved ones and uses advanced self-learning algorithms to continually refine your digital persona over time. It also uses these interactions to compile a rich family history timeline, which can be viewed upon revival, offering you a comprehensive chronicle of cherished moments and milestones. The time shift concept is a joint project between generative AI scientist Dr. Alex Zhavoronkov and biotechnologist Hashim Al-Ghaili. It's based on a new groundbreaking method currently being developed by Dr. Zhavoronkov. This method could preserve the human body from just a few months to decades or even centuries without significant damage. It combines multiple techniques preventing ice crystal formation and allowing for rapid reheating and reanimation. First, comprehensive examinations are conducted, and advanced monitoring devices are implanted to track your body's vital signs throughout the process. The cryonauts are then placed into a specialized, pressurized vault inspired by saturation diving systems. Over several days, their bodies adjust to the gradually increasing pressure and become saturated with a proprietary mixture of helium, oxygen, xenon, argon, CO2, and other gases. The proprietary formulation of antioxidants and other cryoprotective elements are then administered at the same time. Next, the bodies are placed into the individual cryopods, transparent tubular chambers containing sets of robotics arms and instruments where the pressure is further increased and the body is further saturated with the proprietary gas mixtures while the temperature is gradually reduced. Electromagnetic fields are then applied to help prevent ice formation within your cells. The chamber is then cooled in a controlled manner to the final target of negative 196 degrees Celsius. Throughout this process, the pressure, gas mixture, and electromagnetic fields are continuously adjusted based on real-time feedback from the monitoring systems. Once the target temperature is reached, the individual cryopod is kept in optimal conditions to ensure long-term stability. The cryonauts are then transferred to a storage facility where they will remain in suspended animation for several years. The rapid and uniform rewarming is achieved using an innovative device that applies electromagnetic resonance under controlled electromagnetic field and pressure conditions. The subject is reanimated rapidly, but remains in a coma until the body's metabolism fully resumes. Beyond full body preservation, Time Shift could improve the preservation of individual organs intended for transplantation, extending their viability and reducing organ shortages. By extending preservation times, we enable global organ transportation over greater distances, connecting donors and recipients across continents. This allows for comprehensive testing and better matching processes, ensuring that recipients receive the best possible organ match. Our innovative organ preservation approach promises higher success rates and better long-term outcomes for transplant patients. We know how much you love your pet, which is why we designed Time Shift to help you preserve your beloved companion for potential revival alongside you. Our advanced techniques aim to extend your treasured bond far beyond a single lifetime, allowing you to reunite with your beloved pet in a future world of scientific marvels. You can also store your pet's biological material and create a genetically identical clone after waking up from your cryostasis. This way, we ensure your emotional bond can continue for hundreds of years. Beyond preserving pets, the Time Shift facility will feature a special section dedicated to preserving endangered and rare species to combat biodiversity loss. Our state-of-the-art BioVault houses genetic material and intact specimens of Earth's rarest and most endangered species, protecting them against extinction and preserving the intricate web of life for future generations. Our goal is to create a living archive of biodiversity and support conservation efforts by collaborating with leading conservation organizations and research institutions. Time Shift's technology extends beyond medicine to life-threatening scenarios, allowing critically injured soldiers to be stabilized on the battlefield and transported to distant medical facilities without further deterioration. In case of natural disasters, pandemics, or other catastrophic events, Time Shift could serve as a lifeboat for humanity. Time Shift facilities could be built to withstand extreme conditions, utilizing reinforced underground bunkers and repurposed nuclear shelters. These fortified structures ensure the safety of our preservation units against natural and man-made threats. By preserving key individuals, genetic diversity, and cultural knowledge, we ensure our civilization's continuity through even the most challenging times. Time Shift is committed to environmental sustainability by powering.
All right, so I might listen. We ain't about to watch the whole goddamn thing, but y'all get listen. Shouts out to T Mills the third. Shouts out to you as well, man. Blessings to you and yeah, hey man. Shouts out to everybody out there, man. Y'all see this shit, bro? Do y'all see this? Do y'all believe it now? When I be on here talking about bunkers, and I'll be on here talking about all these rich people for the past few decades have already built their bunkers, and they already have shit like this in their bunkers, along with robots, the Tesla robots, along with other technology, and this shit costs money, and that's why these billionaires don't give a fuck anymore. When I say this shit, when I say that this is how it's going to go down, people just think that I'm just on here. They want to call me a conspiracy. Look at they're in space with the shit. You really think that they ain't already built this shit? And even my comment on the same, because I comment on this stuff before I save it. You understand that shit, they're building a space ark to do this? What do you think Elon Musk's role is on this? What do you think this man's role is? What do you think other people? Why do you think the billionaires are teaming up? This ain't conspiracy theory no more, y'all. This is reality. A lot of people thought that people would robots, man, I don't robots. You see, robots are normal now. Y'all don't give a fuck about the robots now. Oh, I'm gonna get mine for I'm getting one for 20 grand. But what if the robots be the one to grab your ass and lock your ass away while the billionaires get away? You understand this company right here and what they plan to do? Who do you think's running these shits? Think about that shit. Also, too, if this is going to be ran by AI, what if AI goes crazy and says, you know what, we don't need humans at all? What if they lock us in there and keep us in there forever? What about the movie The Matrix? What about the show The 100? What about all these fucking things? What about this? Ain't nothing but a big ass Noah's Ark. People don't build Noah's Ark unless they know they got something coming on. See, here's where we are right now. And like I said, I'm a big believer that the Bible that people love so much, ain't really what people believe it is. I believe that the Bible, just like a lot of other historical documents created by the wealthiest people at the time, I believe that the Bible, along with everything else, is a guide, a timeline guide for the wealthy to know when to recognize the signs of revelation. And I know a lot of people might say, oh, revelation is when God comes and takes us back. What if it ain't? But you can't be scared to ask these fucking questions when you didn't write the fucking Bible. And we can't keep living in this fucking realm where we just believe every goddamn thing to the T. How about you could take that information and relate it to what you see? And what I see, when I see everything that's going on, and I could pull up more shit. What I see that's going on right now is they are warning each other. When I see celebrities, they've been building, and all these elite people, Oprah, Elon, all these people buying these bunkers. They built all these bunkers all over the globe, is what I see. We've seen that there are other bases around the world in like Antarctica and places they tell you can't go, but they got bunkers there doing shit you don't know. They could be there. All the leading scientists around the world can go there and do shit like this. Arizona. What about all that underground shit that I showed y'all? Bro, this shit ain't, they even have a bunker like of this shit. That's their plan. This shit gonna be underground. You ain't gonna be able to knock on the door when they get tired of our ass and they want to blow us up. You ain't gonna be able to knock on the door and say, I'm white or I'm black, let me in. They don't give a fuck. That's the problem. That's why they keep us busy with the racist shit, the racial shit. Because at the end of the day, while we sit here fighting over racial shit, and while we fighting over this stupid ass, fake ass, right or left government, stupid ass shit, when I explained that the Constitution was created to keep running in circles and to have roadblocks where you can't really change it, how it's only been changed 27 times out of 200 plus years of its conception. And I told you who created the fucking Constitution. I dropped the truth on this channel so much to the point where I don't even know if people believe it or not, but I don't give a fuck anymore. What I'm telling you is, I'm telling you what the fuck they're doing. Listen, you could believe it all you fucking want to or not believe it. They're showing you what the fuck they're doing. While we worrying about Sexy Red and Bruno Mars dropping another fucking stupid ass song, while we worrying about Big Meech and Rick Ross having another carnival style fucking party, while we worrying about what the fuck Diddy do. Diddy, they ain't saying shit about Diddy because Diddy is a distraction, bro. I wouldn't be surprised, and I make a lot of jokes, but I wouldn't be surprised if they let his ass out in May, and because they been doing other shit in that time frame. It ain't really got nothing to do with that shit. I'm just trying to tell people to wake the fuck up, bro. You get what I'm saying? Wake the fuck up, bro. Wake up, bro. You're not invited to this shit. The shit they got plans for, you're not going to be invited. The price tag is too high for regular people like you and I. You're not going to be able to afford this shit with no Medicare. You ain't going to be able to afford this shit with no fucking Medicaid card. You ain't going to be able to afford this shit with Blue Cross Blue Shield. You ain't going to be able to afford this shit with no Aetna. This ain't none of that. They won't even, matter of fact, the CEOs of these insurance companies get killed because instead of helping people, they will kill you, take your organs out, and then go put them in this stasis labs that they are building. This ain't the first lab. There's so many labs. That's why they feel comfortable showing you they show you a couple online because they know it ain't for you. They know that even if they showed you, you ain't gonna believe it. They're showing you they're breaking it down how they would do it. but your ass ain't invited. And instead of being outraged about this shit and asking questions, people act so unfocused. Because the next, when you scroll down past shit like this, Sexy Red's popping some ass. You know what I'm saying? Or Dr. Umar is talking about, oh, don't bunny hop. Fuck that bullshit. Or Big Meech and Rick Ross talking about come celebrate and the real man, fuck that shit. Respectfully, fuck that shit. Respectfully, fuck all that shit. And let's talk about this. Because like I said, I showed you already. There's miles and miles of underground. There's underground businesses, underground vaults that they keep everything there in all these different areas on the planet. These places are real and they show it to you. But no one asks a question. That's why I told Michael Rappaport, shut the fuck up about just the Jews. Shut the fuck up. Because it don't matter you a Jew, a Gentile. It don't fucking matter if you a goddamn African, an atheist, a Christian. It don't matter. A Catholic. It don't fucking matter, bro. Is a Muslim. It don't fucking matter. They want your organs. This while you dying. All they not stopping. Oh, why not they're not controlling gun law? Because gun laws help sell this shit. If they could get people to kill each other, all my young people, if they can get you to kill each other on the street as a young person, they won. Because they're gonna take your fucking organs and they're gonna take them to these labs and they're going to freeze them along with the elite people that can actually afford this shit. And they're gonna wake up years from now, your ass gone, or nuclear holocaust, or all the white people killed black people, the black people killed white, all that stupid shit we up here fighting about, and these people doing all this shit underneath your feet. You worrying about whether it's Trump, Kamala, I don't give a fuck about them because they letting shit like this go on. Y'all worrying about JFK and who killed JFK. We already know who killed these niggas. Martin Luther King, we already know that shit. Malcolm X, we know already. The same people that killed them is the same people that's freezing rhinos and shit for 30, 100 years from now and right under your fucking feet. The same people that's putting the guns in these neighborhoods, these impoverished neighborhoods, the guns, the drugs. The same people that the same CIA that will let people get out of U-Haul trucks in the middle of these towns across the world and across the country with KKK shit on, and then you see them walking down the street and they get their filming on, they get all that footage, and then when people show up to beat their ass, they're no longer there and they don't know how these people are getting there or leaving. No one's talking about that. See, the thing is, I already understand we being played in the workforce. That's why I still go to work. I need my bills paid. I don't mind living this regular ass shit because I need to do that. That's what we got to do. But don't get so fucking consumed with this shit out here that you're ignoring the shit right here. They showing you. They will burn Hollywood to the ground. They burn that shit to the ground so that they can build some shit for them, bro. And them ain't just white. It ain't just white. I showed you. Lorenzo Sewell got his black ass up there and fucked up Martin Luther King's speech. He don't give a fuck. There's a lot of black people don't give a fuck. So I miss me with that racial shit. Because I could call up some white people right now and they ready to ride at dawn. And I got black people that I'll call up and say, let's ride at dawn, and the motherfuckers ain't even gonna pick up. So let's stop with the racial shit. It's either you with or you are against. And if you're too scared to be with, get the fuck out of the way. That's how I feel. And if you think shit's gonna go down, it's gonna die down, you're fucking mistaken. The whole point at this point in time, because all this shit's already done. All these things, these cryo labs in space or cryo labs underground, all these underground shit around the planet, the bunkers, all these no one's seen. That's the thing. And why I'm getting back to why I believe the Bible is is the elite's timeline to know when to do what they need to do is because you have a beginning and you have an ending. And we're already in the ending. But no one is worrying about the religious part of it. They just following along. Okay, hellfire, brimstone, we're going to die by fire next. Okay, well, the world obviously flooded. See, the thing is, that's the thing. You got all these hidden cities and hidden fucking, you got all these towns, Lake Lanier, you got Central Park. All these places were flooded. How'd they get the water there? That's facts. They don't know how? Because they control the water. Oh, why don't we have water in LA? Or why they not releasing the water reservoirs to do this and do that? Because the water is how they reset your stupid ass. Fire and water is how they they can naturally get rid of your stupid ass. But when the time comes for them to get rid of all of us, they're gonna blow us the fuck up. That's why they need to invoke nuclear holocaust. They need to invoke and provoke war. They need to provoke this. They're gonna need reasons. Missing nuclear warheads. Talked about it. We talked about drones. We talked all that shit. They not talking about it no more. Oh, there might be I think there's nuclear bombs missing. No, there's not. And then they stop talking about it. Why? Are we sure? We don't know. But like I said, if you put everything together and you add it all up, the math is mathing. It's just up to you to believe that the math like that. You got to put some of this shit down that you learn from these other human beings and start trusting yourself. If you really, like I said, everyone has a choice in life. You have a choice to stay complacent. You have a choice to stay asleep. This ain't conspiracy. This is factual shit. I'm playing videos in front of you so that you don't sit there and say, oh, well, he's just making this up. That's how you get conspiracy theory. When they don't show you that motherfuckers is actually doing this shit. They put this shit online, not me. Because they know how complacent we are. They know that if we just stay stressed, broke, and divided, that we'll skip past this because we want to know if Sexy Red is making a new song. We want to know if Taylor Swift or Beyonce or the Cowboys won or the Eagles. They want you to skip that. And they writing it down like, man, these motherfuckers here, they'll see it in plain sight and won't even fucking. It's the truth. I asked the question, were they drones? Because they're surrounding the whole USA. Now, the drones surround the whole USA. Am I not lying? I'm not lying about that. And we even confirmed it on this podcast before live. Because I have a global following, and everyone confirmed from around the whole goddamn country there's drones actually everywhere. They stopped talking about that. You think the drones left? They didn't leave because they didn't do shit about it. So our question was, okay, if the drones aren't doing anything, or they're not weaponizing anything, are they not directly weaponized against people directly? What are they? I'm convinced that they might be projectors. And I know that shit sound wild, but also the Bible being a guide to the elites of a timeline of when to get out of the way, get low. That shit might sound crazy, but it only sounds crazy to a person that's not open-minded. You got to ask yourself that shit. Well, what are they? Well, what could this be? Well, if this is speculated, what about Project Blue Beam? People quick to say dismiss shit like that. But you're going to need, in order to project something artificial into the sky, you can't have something artificial that's artificially in the sky. You're going to need to project that shit. You're going to need projectors on a large scale. So it can only be two things. It can only be two things. And really, it can't be the other. It can't be like how Israel has the Guardian, where the Guardian shoots up a bunch of drones to go destroy missiles before it gets to the United States. It's not the same technology. We can't assume that. But what we can assume is, well, what other purpose, non-lethal, can they serve? Oh, okay. Something that could be in the air for a long time, something that could be undetectable, something that could be very silent but very large. What would you need to be very large in the sky to have a projection of something else? but you don't detect where it's coming from. A fucking projection drone. I know the shit sounds crazy, but here's where we are, man. So when we ask questions, we gotta put away whether fucking conspiracy and stuff like that. This ain't conspiracy no more, y'all. Y'all said that what Trump was going, and I'm not on either side, but people even said what Trump was going to do was conspiracy. They said what Biden was going to do was conspiracy. Biden did all the shit people said he would do to fuck shit up, and he did it. Gave away a bunch of money, and Biden fucked over a lot of shit. He said he's going to do all that shit, and he did it. Trump said he's going to do a lot of shit. He did it. But both times, it don't matter who it is, people always say, nah, man, Project 25, man, you just a conspiracy. Nah, bro, these people telling you. They banking on the fact that y'all gonna keep saying that. Because we're so used to and addicted to bullshit. But if Bruno Mars and Sexy Red or fucking Taylor Swift or Beyonce say something, everybody ready to believe that shit. That's the shit. Or if Diddy said, I'm innocent. Or they say Diddy's guilty. They know we pay more attention to that shit than anything else. Let me take this shit off the damn screen, man. Because this shit, I get upset. I spend a lot of time on this shit, man, because I'm so serious. And it's almost 4 o'clock, man. I got to go. We'll just get to more later, bro. I'm probably not going to get to it today. Tomorrow's another day. You know what I'm going to announce it later. I know I say this all the time. But I know I dedicate most of my Saturdays to my kids, and my son does sports and so forth. So I try to dedicate and be there for him as well. But I feel like tomorrow's necessary. Tomorrow's definitely necessary to get some lives in. I'm gonna probably do some earlier in the day or whenever, depending on. But I'm dead ass serious, y'all. I showed y'all some examples today of what they got going on. And there's so much stuff I wanted to get to, man. But like I said, to get to a week's worth of stuff would be nearly impossible for someone like me. Because we got so much other stuff going on. So much. But outside of that, though, man, I appreciate you guys, man. Stop through the live, man. It's about to be 4 o'clock. We've been doing this. We do this for hours, bro. We do this for hours. So when I say I appreciate the people that come through and actually sit here for hours and listen to your boy go in, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the love that I get all around the world. And I'm not going to stop fighting for the people out there who deserve the truth. I'm not going to stop fighting for the people out there who deserve a podcast or someone that's going to put some positive shit out there or put some informative stuff out there. I'm not going to stop riding pause for all the people like you and I out there who just want the fucking answers. I'm not going to stop riding for the people who need a voice out here. I'm not going to let people, just because they're celebrities, get on the internet and start running their fucking mouth about people that's working 9 to 5s and they don't know shit about working on 9 to 5. I'm not going to let somebody do that. Some of these rappers ain't even finished high school. You shut the fuck up about the economy and you don't know shit about it. You get your record deal if you get out of high school, whatever. Some of y'all niggas ain't make it out the fucking, y'all don't even know how to make it out your own damn hood unless somebody came there and gave you some goddamn money and told you to rap on some shit. You wouldn't even be able to find your way out your goddamn city. Can't even read the fucking map. Some of you country motherfuckers too. I'm being respectful. I just don't like when celebrities get up here and try to act like they know more than we do. They don't know more than we do. The only thing y'all know is because the thing is, the only thing y'all could know more than us is some fuck shit. And y'all don't never tell us what the fuck shit is. So if you're going to tell us the real fuck shit that we don't know, don't get up here and try to tell us shit that we know more than you. And that's how to survive out this motherfucker. Because we not out here getting $1 million a year surviving. We not out here rapping or throwing a football or fucking standing on the podium pretending to be a politician and all them niggas is on cocaine. See, the thing is, I ain't about to sit up here and pretend. But anyway, I digress, man, because we're going to get into more stuff tomorrow. We're going to do a special Midday Wave. We're going to do another podcast tomorrow on a Saturday. We're going to do a special Saturday edition because there's no college football anymore, and I know people going to want something to watch and something to interact with, man. So I'm going to save everything else for tomorrow, and I'm going to announce, I'm going to make a post later on the next advertisement of this podcast. I will have up there special Saturday edition of the Wave podcast, bro. I'm gonna have that up later on, but right now I gotta get my black ass out of here because I gotta go work a regular fucking job just as well. I gotta go manage some people, man. Shouts out to all my fellow managers out there. Before I go, I'm gonna shout out all my working people in the working class, man. We all we got. Shouts out to everybody punching the clock every single day. Shouts out to all my front line and essential workers, all my frontline workers, all my medical personnel, all my police officers that's doing the right thing out there. If you a bad police officer, fuck you. All my good police officers, I love you. All the fire department people doing the right thing, man. Much love to you. Military personnel, all branches of the military, and all special op individuals as well, on and off the fucking record individuals, contractors, contractor military personnel out there doing the goddamn thing, man. Shouts out to all my restaurant workers, all my food service workers, all my customer service workers, all my people that's fighting a good fight, doing civil rights duties in the community, people out there speaking up for people that don't have voices. Shouts out to everybody out there. Shouts out to all my people in Mexico that they fucked y'all over at the last minute, that was doing the right thing, waiting on the app to get you through, and they cut that off. Shouts out to all my people in Canada, Switzerland, fucking Africa, UK, all my people, Australia, all my global followers, man, I really do appreciate you. This wouldn't even be a platform if it weren't for you guys. And that's why I talk the way that I talk, because it's not just for the Americans. It's for the people outside to understand and see that not all Americans are with this bullshit, man. And some of us actually have balls enough to speak up on the bullshit that we see. Some of us ain't scared like Michael Rappaport on his bitch ass getting up there. Some people ain't scared like Lorenzo Sewell getting up there spewing out a bunch of bullshit at the last moment at the fucking inaugurational prayer. Some people ain't out there scared. Shouts out to the lady, the pastor at the church that tried to tell Donald Trump, don't be an asshole, and then everybody want to jump on her case like she did something wrong. All she was doing is saying, I pray that you don't be an asshole. That's it. So shouts out to all, even if you are a MAGA supporter, shouts out to you as well. Shouts out to all the people that votes for the left. I don't have a side. I love everybody equally because I feel like I don't give a fuck who you vote for. I can still reach you. I can still reach you, and I can still respect you. I can still love you, and I know too many goddamn good people out here that still believe what they believe, but they ain't out here acting like a goddamn fool, like them fucking people, like a couple of them people that got out of January 6th, getting out there talking about they about to do some dumb shit. Because I'm going to tell you right now before I end this live, right now, be very careful if you are if you ain't, I'm going to just tell all the racist people out there right now, real quick, because I know a lot of people, I feel like right now it's gone beyond people wanting deportations, going beyond the economy. I feel like people are taking these opportunities to just hate other people and show how ignorant they are. Let me tell you something right now. Even the police out there, all you crooked ass police officers out there, not the good ones, because I just shout out the good ones. Even all the crooked people out there right now. Let me tell you something. You better keep that shit in your fucking house. I tell you right now, because this ain't the time. Like I said, you know, earlier I said we need to calm a lot of this shit down because right now ain't the time. Let me tell you how you gonna fuck up. You gonna fuck up going across the wrong fucking person, coming across the wrong person, talking about this power or that power. They gonna beat you so goddamn bad that you gonna wish that you ain't never say no shit like that. Or they gonna put a bullet in your head so goddamn large, you gonna think you was shot with a fucking cannon. Please, if you work a regular job and you know damn well you ain't got to fight, you ain't gotten to fight your whole life. You know you ain't never fired no weapon. You ain't never used no knife. You ain't never do no hand-to-hand combat. Don't you take your stupid punk ass out there talking about some racist shit. You gonna get your ass whooped, man. Straight like that. I don't care if it's a black person going against a white person going against. Let me tell you, I don't give a damn what you look like. I don't condone that racial shit either. I don't let black people be racist against white people. I don't let white people be racist against black people, and so forth, so forth, so forth. You're going to get your ass whooped, man, because there's too many people out there perpetrating. And if you follow it, like I said before, don't follow up these motherfucking groups you see walking in down these streets in New York and Ohio, because you see a group of people, you think that you can do it too. Let me tell you something, bro. That's the CIA doing that shit. That's That is not your friends at your job at Amazon. That is not your friend at Cracker Barrel. That is not your friend that work with you at Walmart or Applebee's or anything like that. Walking down the street in them hoods. I want to let you know that. So don't be fooled either, racist people, whoever you are, whatever color you are, wherever you come from. Don't be fooled. That ain't real. Them people get back into a U-Haul truck and disappear. They do that for propaganda. And a lot of that shit is bought for by the super PACs that I've explained about what a super PAC was for a long time. The super PACs pay for all that shit. It ain't just the CIA. They have the help of the CIA and FBI because they're political powers. They're propaganda. They buy propaganda. They create propaganda. That's how most of the presidents on either side get elected. That's why. They pay these people, and whoever has the most money, the highest bidder, will get this service. It's a fucking service. If you see a bunch of people randomly show up with flags and shit, or randomly show up talking about hang Hillary Clinton or beat Donald Trump or all this kind of crazy rhetoric, if you see that shit, just don't be fooled. It ain't real, people. You're going to fuck around and you're going to get caught slipping by yourself after them people get back in the car or in the back of the U-Haul truck and go back to the CIA headquarters or the super PAC office and take the hoods off and go home, and then your ass gonna be still living in that neighborhood, and people gonna snatch that hood off your head and beat your ass. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna end the live right now. Shouts out to everybody out there, man. I have to keep that shit real. I have to keep that shit 100, 365 days a fucking year, man. Welcome to Jumanji 2025. It is your boy Wavve Boy. That is the end of the podcast just for today. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to do a special Saturday podcast in the midday or early day or whenever the fuck, most likely in the early day. But I will make an announcement for that later on. Until then, you guys have a safe, blessed rest of your day. As well, it's your boy Wavve Boy, and they hate when I talk